seconds. 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz at 2 kilohertz per second.
Ezekiel 25:17. The path of the righteous man is beset on all sides by the iniquities of the selfish and the tyranny of evil men. Blessed is he who in the name of charity and goodwill shepherds the weak through the valley of darkness, for he is truly his brother's keeper and the finder of lost children. And I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger those who attempt to poison and destroy my brothers. And you will know my name is the Lord when I lay my vengeance upon you.
Only a Carpathian would come back to life now and choose New York. Tasty pick. Bonehead.
We were every bit the force. We live, we breathe, we sweat, we paid the price to be the best. Never been about the boys in the office. The boys that have gone out there night in and night out doing everything they could to be the very best at what they chose to do in their life. Those boys are here tonight.
Well, I must have been away too long because my feelings are dead. I feel no remorse.
I only am who I am because I was born that way. I have a gift, and I am trying to not be selfish about it, but to use it.
My job consists of basically masking my contempt for the assholes in charge. And at least once a day retiring to the men's room so I can jerk off while I fantasize about a life that doesn't so closely resemble hell.
It's my house, and if you don't like it, get the fuck out.
Grab a dog, I choke him, and I kick the shit out of him. And I all day long I put up a dog's ass. Just bang, bang, bang up his ass. That's my pleasure.
Go back to bed, America. Your government has figured out how it all transpired. Go back to bed, America. Your government is in control again. Here you go, America. You are free to do as we tell you. You are free to do as we tell you. You are free to do as we tell you.
Sometimes shit happens. Someone has to deal with it. And who are you going to call?
Oh, you guys like to tell jokes and giggle and kid around, huh? Giggling like a bunch of young girls in a school. Well, let me tell a joke.
And boom goes the dynamite. 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 And boom goes the dynamite.
Work it out. The brother's gonna work it out. The brother's gonna work it out.
Putting the band back
The brother's gonna work it out. 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 The brother's gonna work it out.
Grab a dog.
The brother's gonna work it out.
Grab a dog. Grab a dog.
Buddies, it's the Ron and Fez show on a Thursday. My name's Ron, there's Fezzy.
Hiya, buddies, welcome to the show.
He wants to be your best friend. He wants to hang around with you and be cool.
It's all I've ever wanted.
866-RON-0-FEZ, 866-RON-0-FEZ. I don't have any of my papers in front of me today, Fezzy. I don't know what's going on with the kids, but we'll work it. I think it's all still in the office there, Harry. Look, Harry's running. I like when Harry runs just to watch him jiggle.
I like that because the big pants usually come down around the knees.
Yeah.
Even with a belt.
Watch close. You may see an ad, kids. Harry's running.
Harry would basically be comfortable wearing one of those barrels with suspenders that you always saw a bankrupt person wear.
Well, you would only see that in a comic strip from the 30s. I don't know if that ever really happened in real life, but in those comic strips they would do it.
With the studio set up, I always like how everything's just out of my reach in the middle of the table.
Yeah.
Like my water gets put out in the middle.
Yeah.
Right in the center where I can't reach it, and I always get nervous, like if I go for it, I'm going to get caught in a snare or something.
Sure.
It's a trap that I'm walking into.
Harry said he wanted to leave $5 there on a string just so he could yank it out from, yeah. All right, 866 Ron Zero Fez. Fez, you are lucky today you're not doing the show by yourself. I am walking here across, I guess, 5th Avenue and about 58th Street, just where you make the left there.
Right.
And I got the right of way. I got the little light with the man on it that says walk. I take 2 steps, gigantic truck going like 40 miles an hour, just zips inches in front of me. I take a step back. I go to yell. The truck is actually stuck in traffic within another 8 feet. So at no time at all, the guy's zipping along, then he's got to lock it up so he can sit in the next line of traffic. But on the back of it, I see one of those, how's my driving signs?
Oh, I live for those, Ronnie. You know me.
And it's got the number, his number and everything, the number I could call. Here's what happened, though. I can't call. I can't rat anybody out.
You're kidding.
No, I can't. I've never done it. I come from a neighborhood where you don't rat them out, but this guy deserves it.
Will you please do me a favor?
Yeah.
Give me the greatest joy I have in life.
Yeah.
Pass along the phone number and his ID number. I live for these kind of things.
And what will you'll act like it happened to you, or are you going to say it happened to my friend?
No, I'll totally act like it happened to me. And I'll say I had, like, my grandmother with me or something.
I could have been run down in a heartbeat by this guy. And there was no reason for it because he stopped literally, I'm going to say 15 yards max right after that.
Yeah, he had nowhere to go.
Zipping. So before I know it, and I got the little walking man. I'm in the right, I'm in no hurry to work. I start work at a decent hour so I can come in here. I don't want to say the exact time because we're all on different time zones here on XM. But there was no possible reason that I would be hurrying to work. And I have the kind of job, even where if I'm late, who cares? No one cares. You throw in that stupid Flair intro, and I got another 18 minutes.
It's perfect. It's so many things to complain about. You're already in the crosswalk. So, I mean, your pedestrianism is already established.
Thank you. And even in New York City, if you're walking, you're walking. I mean,
right.
When you're driving in New York, and I do, you got to watch out for everybody. But you never, I mean, I'm sure the guy had the light for himself, the green light, but you have to be careful in that turn because you have millions of people walking.
Pedestrians got the right of way. He's having to lock it. He's driving recklessly that he's got to lock it up when he's right back in the traffic.
Yeah.
Past the crosswalk.
Right.
He's running that light. That's obvious because you had the walk sign.
But here's my thing. I can't be a rat.
Oh, I can.
I've never dropped a dime. I've never called the cops for any reasons.
I call the cops. I call 911. I call any of those 1-800 how's my driving if the guy's being a maniac.
Yeah.
I do that constantly. I complain about food products. I do all of that.
I've never done one of them. I have the thing of, get even, but in a manner that's a little more Goodfellas. So I was actually a little bit shaken because it was the type of thing where you go, I could have been fucking killed.
Yeah. And he could care less. You could just tell by his attitude.
I don't even think this guy saw me. There's no way I think that he saw me. Because it wasn't even like a horn. Like sometimes you get the wise-ass horn.
Right.
That a guy's just going to go blowing through anyway. In this case, and then literally stopping enough that I could sit there and read his stupid how's my driving on the back of it.
The guy's an idiot for driving like that when he knows that thing's on there. I guess they forget it's on there or just assume no one will call. I call. I report. I complain. I just fired off a letter today, Ronnie.
Yeah.
Dropped one in the mail to General Mills cereals.
What happened? You didn't get the little toy boat that was supposed to be in the bottom? Let me guess. You found another condom. Or as you call it, the Coney Island whitefish floating in at the bottom of it.
It was not a condom this time. But you know me, as regimented as I am, I enjoy trying new products, new cereals, new
New
candy
cereals,
bars.
you will be that way.
Yeah, if KFC comes out with some sort of new wing, I'm right there in line.
You are a connoisseur of fast food.
I am a fast food critic. So you imagine my delight when I'm walking through the cereal aisle at the grocery store and see cherry vanilla Cheerios.
Right.
So, and it's vanilla-flavored Cheerios, and it's got pieces of dehydrated cherry in it.
Yeah.
Or so they say. I've been through this box. I got 2 tiny bits of dehydrated cherry. 2 tiny things, not even as big as a pinky fingernail.
So what are you going to do?
I'm writing to them, because don't email and don't call, because that gets no results whatsoever.
Right.
It's the written letter that they fear.
Yeah, they do. You know why? Somebody has to file it.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody has to take that thing and file it, so then they have to make sure they don't get in trouble.
I have always fired off letters of complaint, and this is my latest one. Don't bullshit me with the cherry vanilla Cheerios. Don't put cherry, give it first billing, top billing, if there's no damn cherry in the cereal. So General Mills is going to get a letter full of Fez.
So you're like Martha Stewart, where you just send that quick note out.
Cordially yours.
Hey, speaking of which, do we have any kind of mail stuff that we can send out letters? What's that called, Fez?
Stationery?
Yeah, do we have any stationery, Earl?
Letterhead.
Yeah, we
That's
got
what it's called.
stationery.
What?
Yes, we do have stationery.
Yeah, because we should send Allison Bales a letter for being on our show.
Yeah, I'm composing one.
Yeah, but I mean, there should be like a little note from me and Fez to her and that other mutt. You know, that guy that we really didn't care much about.
Matt Singer.
Yeah.
I thought
Matt Singer, he's directing Superman. This kid's going places.
Brian Singer.
Oh, whatever. The point is, they're all great. All those singers.
Yeah, just don't mix up my General Mills letter with the Allison Bales letters so she starts getting complaints about cereal.
Yeah, we should have something more like, almost like cards, like little note cards, like, hey, thanks for being on the show.
Yeah, we can definitely get that.
Why don't you invite us to some of your stuff now? Why don't you invite us to some of those cool IFC parties?
Yeah, we'll take
Written
care
in
of it.
nice calligraphy.
Oh, by the way, Earl had a major celebrity sighting last night. He was dining out and next to some celebrities.
Yeah, I was at the Blue Note last night to see Jimmy Scott.
Why aren't I at the Blue Note? Why are you enjoying the Blue Note and the jazz of the Village? And I'm sitting at home watching Lost like an idiot. I'm watching Martha Stewart and Lost.
Oh, I thought you were with Harry.
No.
No.
My days with Harry are over. I gave him one.
Yeah, I was at the Blue Note for Jimmy Scott's 80th birthday celebration.
Right.
It's going on all week at the Blue Note.
Uh-huh.
And 2 tables away from me, having a nice gone fishing reunion, was Joe Pesci and Danny Glover.
That's a big one, my friend.
That's very cool double sighting.
No, was Danny Glover dressed as an African for some reason, like he'll do from time to time?
Danny Glover wears the dress.
He does. He will put on the African dress. And I'm like, okay, that's nice, Danny, if you were actually born there. But you're not in the UN.
I believe he was regularly clothed.
The fun part would have been watching him try to catch a cab afterwards.
And, oh, yeah, he can't. Mr. Cab Driver.
Pesci has to go out there and try to hail the cab.
So, yeah, why Danny Glover waits in the shadows.
And then hops in at the last minute. His dress gets caught in the cab door. It's a mess.
You know, when we used to leave late at night, we used to leave WNEW. If Earl was with us, the cab wouldn't stop. And this is, after the year 2000, we have to say, Earl, take a couple steps back. As soon as he does, a cab will stop. Now, you would think, all right, white people are racist. We all know this. These aren't even fucking white people driving these cabs that feel like they're above blacks now.
Yeah, it would be, if Earl was standing there, there'd be no getting home.
Yeah, and people that look like Harry are driving by us and our money because we have a black friend.
Yeah, and just the majority of us white.
Yeah.
All it took was one Earl.
A bass player.
To screw the pooch.
It's like they wouldn't pick up Dwayne and Greg Allman because of the bass player. This is a great song, Earl.
Mr. Cab Driver, I might need some help. Mr. Cab Driver only thinks about himself.
It's really true, though. They do not want to pick up black people. Is it because you go so far uptown? Is that it, Earl?
I think cabbies still hate to go to Brooklyn because you can't get anything on the way back.
Right.
Most people are going in and not coming back.
Fezzi deals with that with Welfare Island.
Roosevelt Island.
If we're going back to Fez's thing, we'll get in. He'll go, Roosevelt Island. The cab will go, oh, I'm sorry, I'm closed. And Fez will go crazy and take his number.
It'll be another thing where I take that cab number and call the taxi line,
Yeah,
the
they
complaint
can't.
line.
They can't refuse a fare.
Yeah.
Well, I, in their defense, who wants smallpox? You want to go in Fezzy's neighborhood next to the old smallpox hospital.
That hospital is abandoned. There's no longer smallpox running amok.
You don't think there's a couple of smallpox germs left over after that?
No, I honestly do not.
If you ever want to see Fez's apartment, watch the movie Dark Water, because that's exactly where he lives.
I need the ceilings cleaned in here.
And if you want to see where Earl lives, there's a movie called Dark Waiter, and that's a good one. Why are you mad? You're the one hanging out at the Blue Note all night with celebrities.
Come back.
Did you talk to them?
I talked, we exchanged a how you doing with Pesci. As I was leaving, he was like, hey, how you doing?
Yeah, is that right? How's he look?
He looks great.
Yeah?
I mean...
He hasn't worked in so long. I don't even remember the last movie Pesci did.
He was just kind of like, he was just living the life. He had a drink in his hand. He was with friends. He was having a good time.
Yeah, I know.
And that big black woman in a dress next to him, Danny Glover. Your wife is lovely.
First of all, that's the natural way for an African to look, Fez.
Oh.
It's not a dress.
I wish I was there the night before.
Who's there?
Diana Krall and Elton John shared a piano while Jimmy Scott and Elvis Costello was in the audience.
Elvis didn't come up on stage?
Didn't come up on stage, but he was there.
If I was there, I'd be yelling, Elvis, Elvis, trying to get a chant going at an 80-year-old man's birthday.
But he's playing there all week, and they said stars are going to be popping in every night.
Lock me up.
We'll
this is something I should be going to.
We'll take care of it.
I want to get wired. I want to be as wired as you are, Earl. I know we're only into our 8th show. But, I want to do things.
Earl will always act like he's not going to do anything.
Yeah.
Like this afternoon after the show, it'll be, tonight, man, I'll watch Survivor. Earl will say, I'm not doing anything.
Yeah.
Then you find out the next morning, Earl's gone off and done something really cool.
Well, Earl also does things, Fezzy, that you wouldn't. He'll show up 12:45. You know what I mean?
True.
Earl is one of those late-night owls. And the weird thing is he's leaving from work to do it. Speaking of Lost was on last night. They're right back into it, Fez. But I'm watching Lost. And I'm probably 10 or 15 minutes into it, and they're down the hatch, and all this fucked up stuff is happening, and it's all spooky, and I'm like, damn, I forgot how scary. My phone rings. It's Fez Marie Watley. Are you watching this? And I'm like, yeah. Could you believe how scary this is? And I'm like, I know, it is. He goes, and I fly this all the time. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? I thought you were talking about Lost, and you were afraid of the plane on Lost again.
I fly Oceanus all the time.
But you're watching JetBlue while Earl's at the Blue Note.
Yeah, JetBlue, hovering in the sky, circling, trying to burn off as much fuel as possible before they come in for the emergency landing with the twisted landing gear.
Well, it all worked out, though, right?
Yeah, I couldn't take my eyes off the coverage. It's something I shouldn't watch. My brother Corky called and told me about it.
Yeah.
He told me to turn on the CNN. And then later my family said, hey, you didn't tell Fez about this, did you? Because I have a huge plane phobia.
Yeah, not the best flyer. Not the best flyer ever. And I think any of us don't want to see a plane all screwed up. I mean, naturally you identify with the people inside immediately.
I would still be the fatality on it. I would have had a heart attack.
I don't know whether you saw this or not, but they were all watching on their own TVs. They were watching the news. What was going on?
I think as scared as I was, I think I would have had to do that just for more and more information.
Just to hear some guy goes, there's no possible way they're going to bring this down. Hey, when they dumped the fuel, it was all over South Central. They did it on purpose. They thought maybe those people could light a match. Hey, Jim, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, how you doing, Ron and Fez?
What do you say, buddy?
Well, I was going to tell you, those driver, oh, shit.
Those driver numbers, how's my driving?
Yeah, how's my driving stickers? They do work. I mean, if you're going to call it, they do work. Because I know with my company that I drive for, we get in trouble when we do get a call. And I guess it was last week I got a call on my truck. I drive a tanker.
Right.
And the guy called me on for not using my turn signal.
Really?
Changing lanes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and I got shit for it. I mean, I got pulled in the office, and they gave me all kinds of hell for it.
Wow. All right, thanks, man. So there you go, Fezzy. I can't do this, but I will give you the number.
Please do. Please pass along any of the information to me. I will do this as soon as the show is over.
Hey,
and look forward to it.
And let them know this is XM Radio's Fez Whatley, and I was almost killed.
I got no problem doing that either.
Hey, Tommy, you're on. Wiki tells us, just throw the name around all the time. Let them know.
I'm not anonymous when I complain.
Here's
hey, what's up, guys?
Tommy, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, pretty good, man. I used to listen to y'all back in the day down in Tallahassee. Still got my batch rag.
All right. Congratulations. That was one of our giveaways, batch rags.
Yeah, y'all played at the Moon.
Thank you for explaining it.
So, what can we do
man.
for you, Tommy?
Yeah. Hey, why don't we be honest and tell the real reason why Cavs won't pick up black guys?
Yeah. What is it?
Because they're fucking robbing them all the time. They're not stupid.
You know what? I just don't believe that even for a second. I mean, it's not that people don't get robbed, but you would see any cab robbery in the paper here, and it just doesn't happen.
Yeah, it would totally be reported.
I mean,
yeah.
Or they're running off. I mean, a buddy of mine used to drive a cab down in Orlando.
Yeah,
but,
I'm not talking about Orlando.
Yeah, but I mean, it's black folks are black folks, right? I'm just kidding, man. That sounded bad, didn't it?
It was a good one.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna just I'll give you one of these real quick.
White people are so scared of black people.
Along with in my family, always said rednecks are rednecks too, and I don't know whether that's true, but it's a good rule of thumb. Thanks, Tommy. Appreciate it, buddy. Here's David. David, you're on Ron and Fez. How you doing, Dave?
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead, buddy.
Go ahead, David. You're on the Ron and Fez show.
How you doing, guys? I got one of them numbers of call for complaints on the back of my trailer.
Yeah.
But it's actually my cell number, so I love when people call that number.
So you do it just for yourself?
Yeah, I just put my cell number on there, and then when they call bitching, I just cuss them out.
All right, we'll find out that because I got the guy's number. I'll throw it on the goddamn air if that's the game he's playing.
Just cut someone off and wait for your cell phone to ring.
And I don't even know what kind of business it was. I wish it did, have a name of a business on it.
Oh, they'll announce it. When you call the 1-800 How's My Driving?
Yeah.
They'll say the business.
Oh, good.
Yeah, they'll say, this is blah, 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 thank you for calling.
I just want you to do one of those gay things where you're just really detailed and annoying and expecting something back.
Not so much gay as conscientious.
Oh, that's what I thought gay was, caring. I thought when you really care about the way the world works, that's gay.
Tattletale does not a gay make.
I was thinking about that with a lot of your OCDs. You know what I mean? That perfectionism thing leads to your OCDs. Like today, I don't know whether you're worried about your door being locked at your house.
Checked it 1,000,000 times. It's got to be locked.
But that's because your parents probably taught you to care about life.
Oh, yeah.
See, I went just the opposite. When the way I was raised and with my kid. Who gives a fuck? You ever see, like, when those kids, some straight-A student, he gets a B and he jumps in front of a train?
Oh, yeah, totally.
Because nothing's good enough.
The kids that don't make the transition from high school to college.
Where if you're like a D student, you pull a C in and the whole family's going crazy. They're going like this. So, pulled that C and phys ed. How'd you pull that one off?
The power of lower expectations.
I had my shorts. That was my key this year, was to have shorts for phys ed. Because that's really the only way you can fail phys ed, is not to show up with your gear.
Yeah, there's a lot of times. Or if you have dress shoes instead of sneakers.
Sure, you show up in a pair of work boots and cutoffs. They might drop you down to a D. That'll happen.
Where are your shoes?
But you'll still pass. You'll still pass just by showing up, as long as you're not faking a doctor's note like that one really sissy kid.
I was always very sickly.
Yeah. Afraid of shirts, skins.
Nightmare day. Nightmare.
Or you would become a wreck during the shirt skins game. Hey, DC, you're on Ron and Fez.
2076.
Oh, that's going old school, buddy.
Hoo-ah! Hey, you guys are talking about Danny Glover wearing his African costume. I just remembered, I'm Norwegian. I'm going to start walking around in a Viking outfit all the time.
It doesn't seem like the Vikings have that kind of pride as the African people do. You'll never see them just go, I'm going to put on the Viking head and head on down the street.
Some nice helmet with horns, a berserker look.
Yeah, right.
Big furry boots.
Just start pillaging. What are your people, Fez?
Well, my grandmother came from Scotland, and I don't think I could ever wear the kilt.
Because of the...
Yeah, the draft.
Tiny peepster?
I would constantly be worried of that thing the flap opening too much,
right.
Maybe on the side like a wraparound skirt.
Speaking of which, did you see the Hulk Hogan picture the other day with Lizzie Grubman?
No.
So it's some, red carpet deal, and he had picked her up and was holding on to Lizzie Grubman, but he had pulled her little skirt up while he was doing it. No panties, and the little beeves just there. The little Long Island beef is just there for everybody. Go to I think yeah.com. It's got like 18 E's in it. They should have it. Or if anybody has that picture, and a million people have sent it to me already. Ron and Fez at AOL.com. Ron and Fez at AOL.com.
Nice work, Hulkster.
Yeah. Hey, John, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, man. I think that the taxi cab driving thing, man, they won't pick up the black people because they're scared they'll get robbed. I think that might be a little outdated, and, you know, if they would pick them up, they would find out that they're not quite as...
That they wouldn't get robbed. They would actually get paid their fare.
Yeah.
And not shot in the head. But here's what kills you. If it was white people who had some kind of connection to blacks, we have a long history of black and white problems. Yeah. Most of the cab drivers are Arabs who just got here. They barely speak English themselves, and yet they already feel like they've moved up a bump and that they're too good for black people. That's the part of it that bothers me.
Mr. Cab Driver won't stop to let me in.
And I'll tell you, Fez, for Earl, it's even worse.
Yeah?
Subways won't stop for him.
Oh, that's awful. When there's all those other people on the platform.
The subway will see a black guy and keep on going. And the funny thing about Earl is, and I don't know, have you ever had a fight in your life, Earl?
Oh, yeah.
When you were younger?
Yeah.
But
Your
not as an
sister,
adult.
Big Sheila?
Well, yeah. Guess who won?
When was the last time you had a fight?
Like a fight? Probably about 14 or 15.
Right. So, you know, not at age, once you were old enough to start hurting each other, did you fight. And yet people that don't know Earl, because he dresses all in black, petrified of him.
Oh, yeah, because when it gets cool out and he's got the long black trench coat, he's got those real thin black sunglasses, and it's Morpheus coming at you.
He looks like he'd be working security for Public Enemy. Remember those guys that would be all in black?
Those are the S1Ws.
And sometimes, didn't they have, even fake machine guns with them or something?
Yeah, it just scared the crap out of white people.
Yeah, why wouldn't it? Why wouldn't it?
It's everything combined.
I'm not crazy about seeing white people with submachine guns.
I remember once New Year's Eve, my brother and I got on a train.
Yeah.
And we were wearing long black coats. You know, it's New Year's Eve, and we had these giant wraparound sunglasses on. There were about 10 people on the train. They all like you turn on the lights and the roaches scatter.
Right.
The second we got on the train,
right,
everyone just got up and took off, and we're just looking at each other like, what happened? What
did we do?
They're all giving each other their New Year's kisses early because they're not going to see the new year at midnight.
Just the B&T crowd can't believe they've found themselves near black people. Although I will say this. There is a certain percentage, Fez, I know you're not worried about black people.
No.
But there becomes a certain percentage where you start to go, all right, this is a little blacker than I expected. Like if you're out on the street and it's 50-50, 60-40, 70-30, 80-20, once you start to hit that 90-10, 95-5, you start going, I think this might not be the best neighborhood for me.
Yeah, that's when you've gone on a nature walk, and all of a sudden you've wandered off the path, and you're all of a sudden you're looking around, and you don't remember the way back out. There's too many trees.
There is, and I don't care who you are, there's a certain percentage that people will feel comfortable. Now, does it happen that way for black people too, or are you just so used to being a minority?
I think it happens all the time. I remember on one Thanksgiving, we got lost in Newark, New Jersey. Now, we're in a town full of black people, and we were scared. It was
right.
Just, my brother's like, let me get out and ask for directions, and we're like, no, we don't. No.
You haven't had a good holiday, have you?
Could you imagine being a black guy, being afraid of black people? I mean, there's nowhere in the world for me now. There's nowhere I can go. But I can identify with that because, if I'm in fucking West Virginia and I start seeing those kinds of white people, or I'm down in Alabama or something, and you're getting away from a city. You're getting out there in the sticks. Then you're like, fuck it, these people are scary as hell. You want to be somewhat close to feeling like I can blend in.
Yeah, you get into in that arena, it's all of a sudden no one has a shirt on. It's a bunch of tattooed white guys, and no one's got a shirt on, and it's creepy.
Yeah.
At a gas station.
I'll tell you where, when you're down in Florida, you're just like, hey, this is Florida, this is great. You leave Miami, you start to head across and find yourself in some of those swamp towns down there. And those people, you know, like they're wearing gator belts and shit, and they're just all skinny and fucked up teeth, and you're like, I don't know, man. I think I'm just going to keep on going until I hit Tampa. I'm going to at least get to Fort Myers before I get out of the car.
Yeah, I'm not stopping for gas here on Alligator Alley.
Even out in California, when you walk into a bar and you see those like real, it's like a biker, but it's like a more of a Western look. You know what I mean? Like it's almost like they're bikers that live outside, is what they feel like to me.
Camper/bikers.
I don't know where they sleep at night. I don't know what they do, but they just have. It's like the Old West meets motorcycles. It's a spooky look to me.
It's a nomadic look.
Yeah.
Wanderers.
Oh, they are. They're wanderers from town to town. Like, this is too weird. Anywhere up in the hills is always spooky with white people, too. I don't want to be up around hill folk.
They're so few and far between. Anytime when you're in that area and you have to stop, then it just feels bad. It just feels disastrous.
Yeah, sure. You pull off the road and the guy's like, hey, what you doing here? Like, he can't believe. You know, he works in a gas station, and he's freaked out that a car is pulled in. Hey, how'd you get here? He's all fucking curious about your car and shit, asking you questions. You're like, I just want to get out, Goob. I just want out.
When I drove my car to Florida a few weeks ago, stopped in North Carolina to get something to eat, the creepiness of just how slow motion everyone was.
Right.
That there was no urgency whatsoever. I guess not that there should be.
Right.
But there was just no... I mean, this couple came in, they got sat at a small table. The place is empty. It's me and my sister and then this other couple come in. All these other tables. They say, can we have a bigger table? And the waitress is like, no.
It's like a question she's never heard before. Can we move?
Or like you violated their code somehow.
Well, you know, even when I moved to Florida, those people that were born and raised in Florida, they got that fucking loping walk. Like, they're just walking like the sun's on their shoulders. And I'm like, let's move it along here. And the other thing, too, man, is they get skinny as shit. I don't know why you'd be afraid of really skinny guys. And they look like they weigh like 95 pounds, yet they're still scary looking, like you couldn't hurt them like a zombie.
And an all deep dark blue ink tattoo that just somehow is stretching down their skinny arm along with their skin.
You ever been freaked out by because you walk into a place and everyone's speaking like a different language than you? You get that in Miami all the time, where everybody's just talking Spanish and you're just sitting there like, you might as well be a retarded person now. You're just so on the outside.
Yeah, I went in for car insurance one time, and there was nobody there that spoke English to help me in Miami.
Well, even the malls down there, that big mall, in Plantation.
Sawgrass Mills, the outlet mall.
You're in a gigantic mall, and you have to ask people, does anybody here speak English? I'm the stupid person that would like to buy some pliers, and you're in your own country, and you're trying to show what pliers are.
I went in a store the other day to buy a candy bar. I needed some energy to get home.
You're an adult. Why would you stop to get a candy bar?
I was really having a chocolate fix.
Yeah. Well, guess who's on their way to a heart attack?
So I stopped to get the candy bar. I don't know what it costs. I have no clue.
Right.
If you made me guess what a candy bar costs nowadays, I have no idea.
I would still say a quarter, but that's me.
So I had 2 singles out.
Right.
I gave the candy bar to the guy. He says the price. I can't understand a word this gentleman is saying.
Right.
This Middle Eastern gentleman. Can't understand. So I just hand him 2 singles.
Right.
Figuring it's got to be above $1. The thing was only 65 cents. In the most disgusted tone of silence and dirtiest look, he handed me my other $1 back. Like, how dare you not be able to understand the language that I'm speaking to you?
Maybe he was just offended that a grown man would stop for a candy bar in the middle of the day.
I can have a treat after the show.
It just looks bad. Why don't you stop and get a drink? You're 21, get a drink. Hey, Rat Belly, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, I was driving through Arizona.
Right.
In the Suburban, and of course I'm like running on fumes, and I pull into one of those backwoods gas stations, and I swear to shit, this guy had a 6-gun on his hip and a lever-action rifle on the other pump.
What happens at this gas station? You think that this guy's going to worry like this?
I have no friggin' clue, but the guy was friendly. The guy was nice.
Right.
Sure.
And to them, it's normal. To them, it's like, hey, I probably won't have to use this.
Till you look like you're probably a pump and run suspect.
Yeah, you start to make some kind of fast motion around them. Yeah, don't tell me that there's white people out there that white people aren't afraid of. There are. So Earl may be right about that.
You reach in the glove box to get your wallet. You forgot to bring it out when you're pumping the gas. Next thing you know, you get one in the back because he thinks you're going for the keys.
And then you're just buried. You and your car are buried, never to be seen again.
The plates are off of it, and that thing's being sold.
It's always weird, like just, like you're in Vegas. Hey, we're in Vegas. Drive a half hour out of that, and then you're like, where the fuck am I? You'll find yourself turning around and coming back. Hey, Brat, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
You guys ever been to West Virginia?
Sure.
Where at?
I don't know all the names there, but everybody's been through West Virginia.
Oh, no, everybody hasn't been through West Virginia. I don't think you have.
Yes, we have. We were just living in Virginia. We were just living in Virginia before we were here.
And so you're talking about people like they're dirt. They're great people. I travel all through. I've been to New York City. Great people there.
I am
Why
sure
is everybody bad?
No, you're missing the point. We're talking about our own prejudice. I'm sure once you get to know people in bumfuck, I'm sure they're all wonderful. But I'm saying if you're not from there, you're scared shit. Black people, I've been to parties, and I'm like, wow, this is weird. And then it's a matter of me chilling out and being cool. And then I'm like, oh, okay, I overreacted to this. But it is a normal thing for people to go, these people are different than me, then feel weird.
Well, it may be normal for you, but you just try to get along wherever you go.
Right, you're the greatest person in the world. You're
that's where you learn from growing in the city. You're scared of everybody. If you grow up out in the hills and stuff, maybe you learn to like everybody. I don't know.
problem.
Absolutely, you're preaching to the choir here. I'm saying there's white people because Earl was saying that he was afraid of black people before. I said there's some white people that have weirded me out before. When people are different from you, you do have to learn their world before you settle down.
You're right.
I'm sure you're a saint in a truck and everything comes to you easy. I'm sure you're just driving around like Saint Christopher.
Yeah, we all are saints.
My problem in West Virginia is I have to stop licking a Kleenex and trying to get the coal mine dust off of everyone's faces. I have to stop doing that.
Don't act like you've never been too far out in the country and it doesn't seem weird to you.
Because it's weird out there.
Here's Brian. Brian, you're on Ron and Fez. How you doing, buddy?
Hi, Brian. You're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, good morning, guys. Welcome to XM first off.
Thanks, man.
Hey, I'm out here in California. I'm a black guy, and I got to admit, sometimes I am afraid of my own people, so to speak. And I only say that I drive a truck and I have a delivery that I make in San Francisco, and that stop is filled with a lot of derelicts and homeless people and whatnot. But some of these guys that walk up to me asking for change or trying to peddle a CD, I just wonder if they're going to pull out a gun and shoot me.
It's just because that's not your place. I'm going to tell you right now, to me, the scariest movie is Fargo, because there are white people in that movie that are way too white for me. They're just scary white.
They're white, they're out there, and it's like the rules of society don't apply to them anymore.
It's just your own imagination, though.
That's all
it is. It's nothing has happened to you, but Earl's grown up in a black community his whole life, but you put him in South Central, he feels like a fish out of water. That's not where he's from. And people actually do die there. So let's not act like they don't. Let's not act like no one's ever been butt-fucked in West Virginia. It happens.
Tell me.
No, I mean not wanting to be.
Oh.
Hey, here's John. John, you're on Ron and Fez.
Who would not want?
John, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, what's up, guys? I just wanted to say that I was born and raised in West Virginia, and I'm scared to death of these fucking people in the state.
See? It happens.
And there's probably people that are afraid of him.
That trucker who drives around with a halo over his head, he's better than me. I understand. I'm sure you're comfortable wherever you go. You don't judge people. You're friendly, and they're friendly.
Heaven's van line.
It doesn't mean that you don't have these thoughts when you go places. When suddenly it's you on an elevator and 16 Puerto Ricans, then you don't. Your first thought is always going to be, "Hey, I'm a little different here. I'm a little different from everybody else."
Do I smile at the baby?
Yeah. Brian, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Brian.
Hey, how you doing?
Go ahead, pal.
Hillbillies are scary, yes, but they don't shoot you in the head for a pair of sneakers.
See, I don't know what they would do or what they wouldn't do.
Of course they're not going to kill you for shoes. Their dogs can't breathe in those things.
They just don't like them?
No. They suffocate you put a pair of shoes on a hillbilly.
I remember one time I was up in Canada, and I was a kid with my folks, and we were like deep in the woods, right? And we come around this thing, and there was this old house, and there was white people that were so fucking scary. I mean, little Abner scary. And we were going by, and a guy was taking a bath in the front yard in a fucking bucket.
Oh, man.
He was ass down in a bucket, Fezzy, and I swear to God, this is a true story. And he had a big-ass brush. And, I mean, we were all just going like, turn this thing around, Dad. Seriously, turn this thing around. They are going to eat us. They are going to eat us.
You moved to Canada. Is that how you have to bathe?
And don't act like no white people have ever been cannibals before. They have been. It happens. Jason, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Good.
I love the show. New caller, new listener.
Thanks,
Listen,
man.
I grew up in New York in some real heavy neighborhoods, and I'm about as white can be. And up in Montana, Missoula, Montana, I don't know if you guys been up there before. Walked into a bar up there when I was driving over the road, and I figured I could assimilate just fine with these people up there. Got blonde hair, blue eyes.
Right.
I felt the eyes staring at me, just something burning a hole in the back of my head. I turned around, there's 4 guys with Montana militia hats on, just staring at me like they just wanted to rip me apart. Never said a word to them, just from being out of town. The scariest guys I ever met, the scariest position I've ever been in, and they were white, And so I always felt like you're a little bit more dangerous with white people because they're crazy.
Well, I mean, I've been up in Northern California and down in, like, Florida and the swamps and stuff, places like that, where you don't know what their business is in that town. So you come in as an outsider, and you might look like a cop or an FBI. You don't know who's growing what or who's moving what through where. So right away, an outsider means danger in a lot of these small towns.
With some of the militia and separatists, there's only a certain amount of people that can be in the separatist group. Separatist seems like you should just be by yourself, all alone. But, yeah, there's a certain number of people before they start to get uncomfortable.
Right, that whole KKK, they're not going to let me in. My fucking blood isn't pure for them. There's a Catholic background. And then you have to remember there's a lot of people that hate city people because they come in town and they buy stuff and they change things. So they just don't like outsiders. Here's Gail. Gail, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, yeah, I was in Johnson City, Tennessee not too long ago, and I went into a gas station, and the guy, I wouldn't turn the pump on, and I went in. I said, hey, can you turn the pump on? He's like, no, we don't serve people like you. You need to go down the road. I looked exactly like this guy. I mean, I was like, he was even in his shitty old Chevrolet pickup.
See, that's just laziness.
Yeah, I couldn't figure it out. I was like, what the fuck? I mean, I looked at him, I said, what do you mean, me?
Yeah, but you don't know. That thing might be a front for something, you know what I mean? He might have a pump there, but because he's running some other kind of business that he doesn't want the feds to know about.
I guess.
There's weird shit out there.
Figure it out, man.
Yeah.
I noticed this driving through the South, that some of the Cracker Barrels, they now have this giant plaque, giant wooden sign in the lobby where it talks about how they're not going to turn down service to anyone because of some of the past trouble they've gotten into.
I wasn't even aware of this. Who were they turning down?
I think what happened was, like, some black people, there was one story where they had to wait hours and hours for their food.
Mm-hmm.
And they saw other people getting served ahead of them. Then there was some other black people who had the complaint they had been served pre-eaten food.
What's wrong with that?
Some pre-bitten French fries and that sort of thing. Half a sandwich with a bite out of it.
And Earl loves Cracker Barrel.
I love the Oh, man.
It's good.
You love to see it be.
But on the sign now, the sign is huge because they have to cover everything. Race, religion, ethnic background, handicap, retard, everything.
Really?
Yeah. Mentally challenged.
Then they're going to lose my business because I can't digest if I'm going to be looking at that.
It's hard to choke down hash brown casserole.
Yeah, while I'm sitting there looking at Fez and everybody from his building attempting to eat. Grosses me out.
I don't go eat with the retards.
Devin, you're on Ron and Fez.
How you doing, fellas?
Good, buddy.
I went to school at West Virginia University. I had to do my senior project down in this little town called Webster Springs.
Right.
Maybe 200 people live there. I walked out of my car with khaki shorts on, sandals, and like a Yankee shirt.
Right.
Didn't like it at all.
Yeah. Yeah, there's places white people. I've been in Mississippi, and I felt a little nervous around white people before. When I see that where George W. Bush lives out there in West Texas, that doesn't look like a place I'd feel comfortable.
That Crawford Ranch, you had that one guy when Cindy Sheehan was out there protesting.
Yeah.
The guy whose property was up against President Bush's ranch, he just comes out and starts shooting the gun in the air to chase off Cindy Sheehan.
You know, there's this show tonight. Because we all act like prejudice is a thing of past and doesn't exist anymore. And Chris Rock shows tonight about him being on the other side of racism because he went to an all-Italian school when he was a black kid. When I was a kid, everybody separated themselves. I don't know if it's the same way now. But I think that people, even though you learn to get out of it from time to time, your natural instinct, the whole tribal instinct, is to be with your own kind. And it takes your intellect to get you out of that kind of thinking. But on that genetic level, you're just thinking to yourself, who looks just like me, and how do I fit in with them?
Just start moseying over that way.
Yeah. Because don't act like you're comfortable to go in any gay bar, and just be, you know, or that Jewish people don't have their own prejudice, because they do. You know, just because people have had prejudice before against them doesn't mean that they're not getting them now. You wanted to say this, Fez?
Yeah, the Hulk Hogan picture where he stopped to pick up Lizzie Grubman in his arms. Yeah, Hulk is not taking care to make sure that her crotch is covered whatsoever.
Well, how would he know? He doesn't know she's not wearing any underwear. She's sitting there with a smile on her face. But this he printed for you, Fez. It's not as good as the color picture. You can't tell as well.
I'll have to check that out on yeah.com.
Hey, Brian, you're on Ron and Fez. How you doing, buddy?
Brian, go ahead, pal.
Hey, I'm going international on you here, but I made it to Turkey. I'm with my job, and I'm a white Jewish guy, and all of a sudden I hear these prayer horns going off, and people are stopping and praying, and I don't know what the fuck to do. You know, I'm not going to get down and pray, so I ran like a little bitch back to my hotel room as fast as I could.
I know. Did you ever see that when they do that things where everybody will hit at the same time? Because I know this happens in Harry's hometown, and the prayers will actually go over speakers over there.
Oh, I had no idea.
It's fucking haunting. It's spooky sounding stuff. So he just goes running home.
Let me out of here.
Hey, Frank, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys, how you doing?
Good, buddy. What can we do for you?
Hey, man. Well, first, I just want to say I'm glad you don't play that terrorist on Harvey or whatever that guy's name is.
Right.
Harvey the terrorist.
We put him on the back burner for a while.
He should stay on a burner, man. Burn him alive. But what I'm trying to say is you city boys, man, you don't understand. Small town USA, we don't want no outsiders in there.
What are you hiding? What are you keeping down there in Alabama you don't want us to see?
None, man. We're not trying to keep nothing. We're just trying to keep everything the way it is. Y'all city people come in and try to make changes, do different things. It's not the way y'all
damn us and our penicillin.
What do we try to do?
Come in being all fancy, you know.
What kind of fancy things are we doing?
Hey,
I'm
man,
always curious.
We do everything a little slower down here, man. That's all I can tell you. Y'all people aren't used to that up there.
But what were we
am I
saying?
right or wrong?
I have no idea what. It always seemed like you guys in small towns have secrets.
No secrets.
Like there's somebody buried, or you're selling something, you're doing something. What are you up to?
Let me give you an example, man.
Yeah.
You got things the way you like it in your house, right?
Mm-hmm.
And let's say someone comes in and just tries to start changing how you got things, maybe move things a different place, put a different cover on your bed or something. You don't want them to do that.
All right, I understand. So you don't want us coming in going, hey, stop having sex with your children, or stop, we want you to start walking faster.
Your sister, whatever.
What?
Hit your sister, it doesn't matter, man. I understand you making jokes. That's cool. It's funny, but
right.
Yeah, I'm just trying to say it's what we're trying to protect, man. Is we don't do things the same way y'all do it up there. That's
You
all.
do it a little differently.
Not as fancy.
A little differently. A lot slower than y'all are used to, especially y'all city folk up there. I know how it is. I've been up there before.
I understand what he means about the fancy part. Last time I was in Alabama, I wore spats and a top hat.
You do sound real fancy. I gotta tell you sound like a little different kind of fancy. Might not be like down here.
Hey, let me tell you, Frank, he's even a little too fancy for me sometimes. I'm with you.
I don't know. Well, you never talk about a wife, Ronnie. You got a wife or what?
Yeah, I do. But,
you might want to talk about it a little more with that guy as your partner.
I'm not even all that comfortable saying it in front of you, Frank, but that's my own thing. All right,
hey, man,
buddy.
you guys are good people, man. Take care.
Thanks.
Thank you, Frank.
So that's and you know what, Earl? If you're going to play that number, if you're going to play that song all the time, people aren't going to like us. I'm trying to learn something. I'm trying to find out what the small town secrets are.
Earl always has that ready.
They don't want us to come down there moving their furniture and making them walk faster. They like to do things slow.
Who left these things all over the town? You mean books?
No, the weird thing about that's funny. The weird thing about Fez is when he drinks, he gets real Southern, real kind of Tennessee Williams, Truman Capote Southern.
It just kicks in.
Yeah.
Just a few beers into it.
Hey, Sean, you're on Ron and Fez.
Guys, let me tell you what happened to me. I'm a New Yorker, and I moved down south. And the minute I left New York, all of a sudden I stopped trusting New Yorkers. I don't know what happened. It's just like I'm out of that area, and I'm in the south now. So all of a sudden, like those are my people, and now I don't like New Yorkers. They all look like Derek Jeter, and they all just act a little bit strange.
You know what? When I was in Florida, nobody liked New Yorkers. And one of the reasons why is they won't shut up and tell you how to do things. They go into businesses, and they're completely explaining what the sandwich should taste like and how late the place should be open. And in Florida, there was a lot of prejudice against New Yorkers. And the other thing people hate about New Yorkers is they always come into the place with a ton of money.
Isn't that awful?
Yeah. They're always forcing prices up because they're like, oh, I'll buy this house and come here once every 3 years.
It's funny. You live in New York and you see people every day, like let's say someone on the sidewalk just talking to themselves.
Right.
Just an average, not over the board kooky. But then you're in like Virginia and you see that same exact thing, and it just seems so much crazier.
Well, because when it's not your town, you feel like it's organized. Where if you come to New York, it looks like a gigantic city of strangers. When you live here, you start to figure out the neighborhoods, and you start to see people over and over, and it kind of feels like a collection of small towns. And then you're like, oh, there's that crazy guy barking. He's been there for 2 years. He's not going to hurt anybody. But if you just come in and a guy's barking, you're like, what the fuck about this? This is scary. Hey, Dean, you're on the Ron and Fez show, buddy. What's happening?
What you got, Dean?
Hey, well, actually, you're talking about the small towns. I'd had more problems in San Francisco than I've ever had in a small town. And I go to South Central L.A., Chicago, New York, wherever. But I had a bunch of homeless people down there actually give me more problems trying to deliver in all places right in front of the Federal Court of Appeals.
Sure. There's no such thing as, hey, I'm safe. I'm in this neighborhood when you're in a big city. You know what I mean? Those people don't care.
Yeah.
San Francisco can be a cold town. I've been there a couple of times. I love it. I think it's beautiful. But I've never figured it out. I never got it wired.
Yeah, but see, they got a major problem with the homeless people there because they feel that you are supposed to give to them, whether it be money or food or whatever.
They're a little more aggressive.
But here, when you're living in the city, you know to say no. You know what I mean? And that ends the whole conversation. You don't break into a whole deal with them, or you just keep moving by them. When you're not used to that, it kind of weirds you out a little bit, and you feel like I could have been killed by a homeless person. The reality is, it's very rare that a homeless person would go after you more than anyone else. Hey, John, you're on Ron and Fez.
John. Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey, buddy.
Hey, down south, the thing is we tend to be a little bit more self-reliant, especially in your small towns. And in small towns, there are no secrets. Everybody knows everybody, and everybody knows everybody's business.
Right, but between each other, not with an outsider.
Well, right, because where a lot of people down south don't trust outsiders because where a lot of people think the religious right is trying to force their views on people, a lot of us in the South think that people like Chucky Schumer is trying to force things on us, when it comes to our guns and stuff. Because where you guys think it's normal to pay extra rent to have a security guard at your building, we feel like, why pay for a security guard? We'll go buy a 12 gauge, and we don't call the cops to arrest them. We call the cops to come sponge them off the wall.
But if you know everybody in your town, who are you worried about coming in?
Well, it doesn't matter how big or small the town is. You've got criminal elements.
All right, so you know who the criminals are. It shouldn't be that big of a deal that you're laying there afraid at night, right?
Well, the thing is, in the small towns, they'll come from the next town over sometimes.
Ah.
And I can tell you about a small town in Kentucky, less than 10,000 people. about 10 years ago, they busted one of the city police officers. He sold over a key of coke out of his cruiser to an FBI informant.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we've got it everywhere.
You got to watch out for FBI informants, that's for sure. So a lot of times if we come down there, you're going to think that we're feds, and when you try to sell us keys of coke, we're going to bust you. I understand. I get it now. Now I understand. You got to stay inside. Keep it locked down just for locals. Even surfers. Everybody thinks surfers are like the nicest people ever, and you go to California or Hawaii, try and fucking throw your board in the wrong beach where you're not known. You'll get the shit kicked out of you by these peaceful surfers.
Yeah, I would never even try that. If I went to Hawaii, I would just stay right behind the hotel.
Well, you know that from that No Fat Guys. When you see the No Fat Guys graffiti up, you know not to surf. All right, we'll take a break here. We'll be right back. Ron and Fez Show.
The Ron and Fez Show.
XM 202.
Next time on a very special Ron and Fez.
Ron confronts his past.
Wait here, Fez. I need a minute before I go in.
Ronnie, what's wrong?
There's just so many childhood memories here.
Ron, we're at a topless club.
I know. My dad brought me here for my 8th birthday.
And those are good memories?
Mostly until he put my candles out on a stripper's tits.
Ron and Fez, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. Pacific, on XM 202.
Ron and Fez Show. Fez, what did you think of the Martha Stewart get-together last night?
I think I got kind of bored by it fast because I saw all the stuff that they do on Donald Trump.
It's kind of the same show.
Seen it all before, but with less intensity.
Right.
Martha really trying to come off as a nice person. It seemed even more faker than The Apprentice, too, the original.
It just didn't seem like there was a lot of Martha in it. I think that they're not playing to her strengths. They're playing to Donald Trump's strengths, so it's kind of a stupid idea.
Yeah, the scene at the beginning where she's just walking through her company, her corporation.
By the way, that's a gorgeous place, though, right?
Oh, a beautiful building, beautiful setup.
Yeah.
And she's walking through, and she's like, I love these dish towels. And then she'll walk to the next stand and, oh, I love the print on this. And it looked like the Fruit Roll-Ups factory in the TV commercials.
Yeah, but it really is the way she runs her business. I mean, she's been known for that. I had no idea that she had all the magazines and stuff before the TV. I thought she got the TV, and that kind of, kicked off her empire. But she had already had the Kmart deal and all before she did that.
Yeah, I didn't know that either, that Martha Stewart Living the magazine came before Martha Stewart Living the show.
But I had read for years that nothing happens in that building that she's not involved in. And that place is gorgeous. It really is a cool-ass place. It's not that far from here.
And the you just don't fit in, I thought was one of the worst reality show catchphrases ever. You just don't fit in.
Yeah, you're just not my type.
And then, Dear Jeffrey. It looked like the Ken Burns Civil War documentary.
Well, it seems like another execution has come and gone.
So I don't know how long I'll be on board. I think 2 Apprentices is too much.
Yeah, I'll probably watch that one, though, just to be different, because I'm already bored with Trump. Trump hasn't really captured me in the last couple of years, so I'm probably done with him. I'm going to play out the Martha Stewart thing for a while and see how it goes. I thought Lost was pretty good last night.
I enjoyed that.
Yeah. I don't know how. I don't think they're ever going to fucking tie everything up. I think they're screwed because there's too much weird shit going on, but I'm going to watch it for a while. There's President Bush trying to come up with whatever attitude that he has about this time he's on top of this one.
Yeah, Rita's not going to get past him.
Yeah.
Fool me once, shame on you.
Yeah.
Fool me twice, shame on me.
Yeah, he's on the job this time. He's basically walking around with a pair of high waders on.
They've got the entire Gulf Coast of Texas. Every city along there already has truck supplies, nurses already in there.
Right.
Just no matter where it hits, they are ready. Supplies are already in there.
We have learned our lesson. I want everybody to get back to liking me. Now, I heard O&A talking about this. It was in the National Enquirer. They thought that he's drinking again.
Yeah, Bush's booze crisis.
And that's the National Enquirer. I don't know if he ever stopped. And I have no problem with it. I see no problem in the world where a guy who's running the last superpower after a stressful day can't go home and drink a half a bottle of whiskey. What's the big deal?
Apparently, according to the National Enquirer, this started after the Hurricane Katrina disaster, when it was, discovered to be so big and the response was so slow that he was still on vacation and took a big shot of whiskey at the Crawford Ranch.
There's going to be one excuse for another, Fezzy. Either you're happy and you're drinking and you're celebrating, you're sad and you're drinking. There's a reason. But if you ain't working it, you're about ready to start drinking again.
Well, you got to think this guy's got every single excuse in the world to drink.
Yeah, but even beyond that. I mean, the fact is he never really went out and worked on the drinking thing. But then, when he was always, I hurt my nose, I fell off a bike, I'm choking on a pretzel, and I fell. I mean, how many guys that aren't drinking hurt themselves? It just doesn't happen.
He hurts himself an awful lot.
Sometimes with his own hand, just slapping, yelling, dummy at himself.
He feels bad. He has self-esteem issues.
Well, I can't blame him.
I think it came from the parents.
All right, Harry, any more on your challenge? And I'm going to only give you 1 minute on the show today. Has anything come up with your challenge against Nathaniel?
I mean, after yesterday's show, not much more than that. I mean, I'm ready to go whenever he wants it. We're still trying to hammer out details.
Will you hammer out details? When you let me know when you get some details, okay?
Yeah.
I got a lot of emails from people mad at you because they feel like it should be open to the public and they should have every right to come.
I don't think it's going to be fair that way. I mean, it's one thing to just perform.
Yeah.
I don't mind that. But when you're judging,
your anti-whack-bag feelings have come through, and I think it's okay. I mean, if you are afraid of it, or afraid of a heckler, that's okay. Nathaniel said he'd go either way, so play it to your advantage. What about Fez's hair? Still in the line?
Yeah. I'm sorry that it has to go down that way, but I'm very protective over my eyebrows. How
about your job?
I'm just disgusted by that.
I'm sorry about it, Fez, but I mean.
All right. Hey, AJ, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, guys, what's going on?
Good, buddy.
I was just calling about George Bush. If he helps Texas too quick, he's screwed because he hates black people.
Right.
If he doesn't help Texas quick enough, then he's screwed because he hates everybody. So he can't win.
I know. This one could look bad for him because it's going to look like, hey, look how quick you are for your home state. Your Galveston boys, you're right there for them. And this hurricane is gigantic. But you're right. He's at the point right now where no matter what he does, people are bitter at him. And I was reading this thing today in the Post with Robert Novak, who said that he went to one of these Republican think tanks, and they were all the people who were his core were just ripping him a new ass, one to the other. Whether it was the war and the money getting out of control, it seems like no issue could come up. The stem cell stuff that he's stopping from happening, which is pissing off some big business. So he is losing a lot of his core right now, just not the same people who never could stand him.
Everyone's jumping off the ship. I guess it's the ship that had mission accomplished on the back of it.
That one's gone, huh?
Everyone's just diving off of that thing and trying to swim to safe middle of the ground shore.
Hey, Country Bob, you're on Ron and Fez.
Howdy, boys. How are you?
What do you say there, buddy?
Hey, I was going to let you know about the secrets we try to keep from you big city outsiders in these country towns.
Thank you very much, Bob. It's all I wanted to know.
Yeah, we've got 3 secrets.
Yeah.
Number 1, we're worried you're going to find our moonshine still.
Right.
Number 2, you're going to find out where we make our crystal meth. And 3, we're worried you're going to find out that we've knocked her sister up and got her locked up in the attic.
All right, thank you very much. So, meth, labs, incest, and moonshine. And you know what?
Exactly right.
Bob, you got a right to keep all of them quiet.
Oh, yeah.
All right, talk to you later.
The 3 big secrets of the South.
Meth's still big in the country. It's so funny. It's still big in the country, just like angel dust has never left the city of Philadelphia. Never really grew big outside there, but they love that black dust in Philadelphia. Hey, Lenny, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, Lenny.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Yeah.
I was wondering on the Henry bit, if we could hit him with some paintballs if he loses.
You know, I just don't want to pick it back up with him. Fez's hair is on the line, and that seems to be enough for right now.
All right.
You know,
hey, Fez.
Anytime I pull him into this room, it just annoys me.
Yeah, well, you get some aggravation now. You give him a couple fucking shots in the ass.
You know what? I think it would be a whole thing of how many, and I'm not going to do it. I just can't bring it up with him. You know what I think my fantasy right now?
What's that?
Bring back Tuttle.
Really?
And sometimes I'm thinking, I know Billy Staples is doing very well in Hollywood and he's got his own thing, but that seems to be the key for us, Staples.
All right, that seems to be an amazing spot to be in, where Staples' thoughts are starting to churn.
I know. Can you imagine Tuttle and Staples? Both seem like the promised land to me.
Talking about President Bush, he's also starting his war on porn. The FBI, they're now recruiting people for his special anti-obscenity task force that the president wants put together.
Thank God, because I don't want to live in a world where we think about terrorism. I'd rather we think about pornography. Do you know how many people get killed when pornographers grab planes and run them into stuff? When you brought up that plane to me last night, Fezzi, when you said there's a plane, I'm like, uh-oh, here we go. It's happening.
Oh, a
I
terror
thought somebody
deal.
grabbed it, yeah. Because anytime you hear about a plane now, you're going to think terrorism right away.
Yeah, that was just crooked landing gear.
Yeah. Hey, Mike, you're on Ron and Fez.
Oh, man, it's so good to hear you guys back again. Listen, I just wanted to say that I hope that fucking hurricane wipes out Crawford, Texas.
I don't think it will. He's way on the other side. I don't even think they get rain in Crawford, Texas, do they?
Yeah, the most a hurricane could do to Crawford is make it lush and able to grow crops.
And isn't it weird to see all that rain there when we haven't had any rain around here for months? It seems like it's been dry.
Yeah, it's weird. Like, we've had, cloudy days here
Yeah.
where it gets real dark and it looks like it's going to let loose, and then nothing. It just blows away. The president, how many good days, how many great days a year do you think the president gets? I mean, nothing that man touches works. It's the opposite of the Midas touch. Everything he touches turns to shit.
Shit touch?
It's the shittish touch.
Oh.
But how many great? I mean,
well, he had a month in Crawford where nobody bothered him. That must have felt pretty good.
I guess the Iraqi elections, he was taking that as like a big victory.
Right.
That must have been the closest he's been to a great day so far this year.
How many great days does anybody get? A great day is a rare thing, Fez. For anybody to go, hey man, today was a great day, and you know when it happens because you only realize it at night, where you go, God damn, this was a great day.
A great day, I would say I probably get maybe 3 great days a year.
What was your last really great day?
The last great day was actually the Bucks beating Minnesota.
That's a great day for you?
That felt like a great day. That felt like everything coming together. That felt really good. It made me feel good about things in my own life.
Well, why didn't when they beat Buffalo? Why wasn't that a great day?
Because then at that point some other things had changed.
So it wasn't so much that happened. It just was a great day, and then that topped it.
Yeah, I think a great day has to have some moment in it where it's icing on the cake, where you're already feeling good, and something comes along to make it great.
Steve, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ron, how y'all doing?
Good, buddy.
I'd like to welcome y'all first to 202, man. It's a great addition.
Thank you very much. We're having so much fun being here.
Oh, man, I'm having a blast listening. I sit here and I listen to all the bashing of the president.
Right.
I don't care who we elect and put in there. I wish people would jump back and go back to school in senior year and go back through the government class.
Mm-hmm. Civics, it used to be called at my school.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. Bush has nothing to do with supplies and stuff going in. He still has to go through that governor of that state.
Yeah, but overall, it's a matter of leadership. And,
exactly.
And at the same time, he's going to take good things when things suddenly there's jobs. And the president may not deserve all the credit for that, but he is in that position where you hire somebody that is a reflection of everything that's happening in the government.
Oh, definitely. He's on the slapping post.
Right.
I mean, he's going to get slapped for everything that's bad.
Yeah.
No matter who.
And he'll get credit for anything that's good. And that's that's the deal that you sign up for. That's what you're playing with.
And depending on what stories were true or not, that Louisiana governor, she was saying she was trying to get the president on the line, the head of Homeland Security on the line,
right,
when the hurricane was coming in, and couldn't get a hold of anybody.
Right. So I mean, that's his store. That's where the buck supposedly stops with him. So I'm not saying that he's the one that should have been answering the phone, but that's what he represents. Hey, Patrick, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, boys.
Hey, buddy.
Good to hear you on 202. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
Really enjoy y'all's show. Been listening to Opie and Anthony for about a year, and I've been listening to you guys since your first day. And, we don't get much down here in Georgia, so it's nice to have something fun to listen to.
Thank you very much, my friend.
Hey, I got a happy birthday little Fezzy for you.
Oh.
Because Jimmy's gone, I got to tell somebody happy birthday.
That's very nice of you.
Thank you.
Yeah, it is Fez's birthday.
25 today.
Love you, Fezzy. You're a great guy. Hey,
Thank you.
Got an idea for you guys for the comedy contest.
Sure.
How about if the loser has to do a set somewhere at a comedy club, maybe dressed in drag, reading out of Rent Boys with the Whack Baggers and the Ron and Fez guys and everybody in attendance.
Here's the thing. I believe that Harry works in drag anyway. I don't know. It's a lot of makeup, so I don't think that would really hurt him. I mean, he grew up wearing dresses. His people wear dresses, long dresses.
Oh, yeah. He's got the whole burqa deal going down.
Yeah, right. I don't think that he's going to, wear anything too short. You're not going to see a Lizzie Grubman-type dress on him, but he's not against wearing a dress.
That would be scary to see Hulk Hogan pick up Harry and just see that big Armenian snatch hanging loose.
Not at this age. Hulk Hogan couldn't lift that. That is a little too heavy for the Hulkster.
There was a study out from the University of Utah School of Medicine talking about who washes their hands after using the bathroom. So apparently in this study, it turned out when they did two things. They did a phone survey,
right,
just asking like 6,000 people, when you're done using the bathroom, do you wash your hands?
Right.
So at that point, it was like 97% of women said yes, 96% of men said yes.
Right.
Then the other half of the study is they went certain places and just did a stakeout in bathrooms to see who was washing their hands. That turned out to be 90% of women washed their hands and only 75% of men did.
I can believe that.
So
but you have to remember, in a lot of men's restrooms, they're so grotesque that people are afraid of it. Like, I know they did one of these things at Penn Station, and they wanted to watch. Well, anyone who puts their hands in those places in Penn Station, you might as well be putting your hands in urine, because homeless people hang around down there, and God knows what they do.
Yeah, it's filthy just to touch the faucet.
Yeah.
The smell coming out of those places.
Yeah, it's just disgusting. So I don't always fall for a lot of those things either.
So I think they said the worst place that they checked out of the four was a Braves game at Turner Field.
What was that?
There it was only 26%.
I'm more grossed out by this. Guys taking beers into the bathroom. When you're at a sporting event, and stuff flies around, and you'll see a guy sitting there chugging a beer while he's using the urinal. Stuff is going in that beer. There's a spray. You've been to Niagara Falls. You know that there's a spray that you can't always see. Those particles are in the air.
I can't imagine taking food or drink into a bathroom.
I went in one time, saw a bathroom attendant. He was eating a sandwich while he was sitting in the restroom.
So disgusting.
Yeah. He was having a sandwich. Filthy bastard. Actually, one time I was dating this girl. She had this gigantic fat dad. I mean, this guy must have been about 490. And he was one of those guys, he would head in. Like, you would go to use their bathroom, and you would look down, it was like a fucking library along the wall, books and magazines. Like, God knows how much time. He needed all this reading material for how long it took him to finally drop one. I saw him take a hoagie into the bathroom with him. He actually had a fresh hoagie. This thing must have been about 14, 16 inches long. And he's heading down with a newspaper under one arm, a big hoagie under the other, heading in. I just looked over and I said, I can't be with you. You and your family's disgusting.
Just the In-N-Out factory. Well, it's going in the mouth, it's coming out the other end.
Well, you would think, Fezzy, but I'm sure that the actual travel time is more like 2-3 weeks with this guy.
Like a Play-Doh fun factory in there.
It's just disgusting. Hey, Sean, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys.
Yeah.
A couple years ago, there was a survey done where they tested the pretzels on the bar and the popcorn on the bar. 40% covered in urine and fecal matter from guys who didn't wash their hands.
Oh, that is so disgusting, man. And that's just coming off the hands. That's so gross. And what really grosses me out more about that is the fact that I'm one of those people that can't resist those bar snacks. If there's a bowl sitting there.
They said it's the worst thing you could possibly do.
Oh, I never even thought of that.
It's like putting your hands into somebody's crotch. It's the worst possible thing that you could do.
That's the new snack, crotchos.
Because just think of how many people are rolling their hands around in there before they even take anything. It's just hideous.
And I can't resist it either.
Yeah.
It's like a bowl of bait sitting there reeling me in.
How could you? How could you resist? You're hungry.
Constantly.
Hey, here's Angry Man. How you doing, Angry Man?
Hey, I'm doing all right, guys. How are y'all?
Cool in the gang. What can we do for you, pal?
Hey, man, I got your secret to the South, man. The secret to the South is keeping everything as simple as you can. You know, up north, you've got your toll roads, multiple people crammed in small spots. And down south, you know, we're kind of spread out. We like to keep things simple, and it makes life a lot easier. You know, we ride our ATVs on the road, we street race on the city streets, and, you know, nobody gets hurt. And we can do that in smaller environments with less people like we've got down here. But up north, yeah, you can hang that up. It's not happening.
All right, thank you very much for that little lesson about the way to live.
That's all they want running in the South is to be able to street race.
There's a lot of street racing up north, too. I say it all the time. People love the race. Like, as soon as the second car came off the line, Henry Ford and his brothers just started racing each other. They couldn't help it. You can't help it when you get behind the wheel.
Now we've got two. Let's go.
Yeah. Hey, Brian, you're on Ron and Fez. How you doing, buddy? What's up, Brian?
Brian, what you got?
Hey, man, I was just in a restaurant last weekend, and our waiter was in the bathroom the same time I was.
Oh, geez.
And he set down the bill that he gave to our table on the urinal.
Oh, that's disgusting. That's just disgusting.
And it's just the tip of the iceberg. Those are the ones you do happen to catch, you happen to see.
Why don't they just keep the urinals right there in the kitchen? There's no difference.
Wash the lettuce for the salad in them.
This doesn't matter.
No, if you become germaphobe enough like that, you're just not going to be able to eat. If you just don't eat anything that in a restaurant, forget it. You're done.
Right.
It's just over at that point for you. You'll never eat again. It's a hunger strike. Lindy England, she's going to plead not guilty. Now, the last time she was up for court-martial, she pleaded guilty, she confessed, and then somehow during the trial she said it wasn't her fault. Her boyfriend said it wasn't her fault, so they declared a mistrial. This time they're going to do it again with Lindy pleading innocent.
Yeah, not guilty.
I saw some of the shots.
No matter what happens here, Fezzi, she's going down. You know why? Lowest common denominator. Stupid girl. People already don't like her. She's going down. Like she masterminded this whole thing. Like she was behind it. She's too stupid to know what the hell to do. It would be like going, well, the stuff is going bad at XM Radio. Let's blame Stalker Patty. Basically, she's the Stalker Patty of the military.
And who in the group would disagree to that?
Right. And then everybody's going to go, yeah, it's Patty's fault, I guess. Seems like it was Patty's fault.
Patty has to go.
No.
I saw some previews for that show last night that debuted, E-Ring, with Benjamin Bratt, and he's like wearing the beret at the Pentagon.
Yeah, what is that show all about?
I have no idea, but he looked just like Lindy England when they threw a beret on him. It was the exact same shot. Lindy England in E-Ring.
Hey, it says T. Bag. Is that your name, sir?
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much.
What can we do for you?
You're on the air with us.
Oh, hey, what's up? Hey, Ron, how you doing?
Hey, buddy.
What's up, little Fezzy?
What can we do for you today, T. Bag?
Oh, man, I got a story for you. I was working at a construction site, and this guy who was a pump truck driver was pumping the shit out of a porta potty while eating his sandwich.
Oh, please. That is so disgusting. I guess if you're used to working that way, you're going to do it, but it's so filthy and disgusting. You know, Fezzy, you were raised Christian, right?
Yes.
What was God thinking with this whole thing? Why have the ass and the mouth alone so close together? Let alone that you urinate for something that you use for sex is just ridiculous.
I don't know if that's like a thing of convenience. Let's put that stuff there.
How is that convenient? It's not convenient for me. I'd like to have two separate places here.
It was convenient for God, where he was
convenient for Jimmy Norton, but it means nothing for me. Bobby the intern loves it. I'd rather have two different hoses.
God's putting the body together, and he gets to pissing, and he looks at it on his list and says, I forgot, I have to come up with something for this. Where can I put it? I've used everything else up.
Here's something disgusting. Why put the nose directly above the mouth? So you're dripping snot right down in your own mouth. Put the nose on the back of the fucking head somewhere else that you can have a little privacy.
That would work because you could smell someone coming up behind you.
Whatever. Just not to drop snot down. let alone the fact that they're so connected, you might as well be eating things through your nose.
Oh, yeah, you can't see it looking at the face, but it's all one hole.
I don't know whether you know this or not, but basically if you smell something, it's just taking it down and you're really tasting it anyway.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, because, you know, it is both so connected.
Right.
So anything that you take through your mouth, you smell, is also hitting your taste buds.
Oh, yeah, because if you lose one, you lose the other.
So if you smell a fart, you might as well have somebody's fart right in your mouth. It's the exact same thing.
Oh, it's so awful. A big spoonful.
And again, I'm not telling God he doesn't know what he's doing. But you go over the design of the human body, and modifications could have been made. Modifications could have been made, Fezzy. There's no reason that you should have this setup like this.
It's all a mess, top to bottom. Just the male nipples alone. The places you grow hair. None of it makes any sense.
Just as insane sometimes when you think about it. Hey, Papa, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Big ass card number 430. What up, buddy?
Way to go, old school.
How you doing, buddy? Great
Good.
to be back in New York, man.
Thank
you
you,
sound
man.
great.
Thanks.
Listen, I work in a post office in New Jersey, and we have a friggin' retard for a janitor who cleans it. He's the most vile character in the world. This place looks like the Louisiana Superdome, bro. It's horrible. There's shit all over the floor. No one washes their hands there anyway. I should be wearing an outbreak suit.
I know.
Walking
You should.
around calling everybody a filthy animal.
You know what? You're right. We should all be in outbreak suits.
We should. You're
you
right,
should
buddy.
take your child the second it's born and just have the outbreak suit right around your wife so that you drop that kid right in there and say you're the only safe human.
Sanitize for your protection.
Because we're filthy. The germs that are out there now. Just disgusting.
We're all like a little Ebola monkeys.
Yeah, we are. We're basically monkeys wearing suits anyway. We're nothing. We're animals. Filthy animals. Just insane the way we're spreading these diseases around. Here's Ron. Ron, you're on Ron and Fez.
How are you today?
Good, buddy. What can I do for
We
you?
used to go partying to the club, different places where it'd have the big trough urinal.
Yeah.
You know? And a friend of mine, we'd go in there first thing, and he would throw a quarter in there, and 99 times out of 100, by the time the night's over, that quarter would be gone.
What an awful thing to do just to make someone reach into it for a quarter. Not even for like a C note or something. That, you know, I mean, obviously we all have a price that you're going to put your hand in. It's just a matter of how long you can hold out. But sooner or later, a price is there. But to be the animal that goes in for a quarter.
There was a guy in there one night in the bathroom, and he had a little too much to drink, and it looked like he was fixing to spew. So he reached in there and got the quarter. Oh, look, a quarter. And he went over to the sink and started rinsing it off. Of course, the guy started puking all over the place.
Oh, God.
But that guy in New Jersey that just called reminded me, I live out here where there's a lot of Mexicans.
Right.
And for some reason, the Mexicans are brought up to throw their toilet paper in the trash instead of in the toilet.
Because they can't
So
flush
you go
down
to
there.
certain places where there's a lot of Mexicans, and the trash can will be full of shitty toilet paper.
It's like you're hanging around with people who have a mobile home. They do the same thing. Disgusting bastards.
And it's always, I'll get rid of this later. There's no time frame for taking the trash
Yeah,
out.
you'd think there would be some kind of a seal there. All right, he came up with another point that I'd like to ask God about. If you puke, there's nothing else other than the mouth that has to be forced out of? You didn't come up with a better idea to evac some of this from the bile from your stomach to go shooting out of your mouth?
You got to taste it twice. Why not use something like the belly button?
The
That's
belly
a hole that's right there next to it.
Well, it has had no use since from day one on we stopped using it. You needed it while you were in the womb. After that, why not just have a hose there and a nice long hose so that when it leaves you, it's far away from you?
That's nice, where
Yeah.
if you're puking out your belly button hose, you can just run it around the corner into the toilet, and you don't have to worry about seeing all of that.
You know, the real problem here is why are we taking these things that we don't need? You know what I mean? Why are we taking in water that we no longer need, solids that we no longer need? Why even invent the concept of eating to begin with? Why not say whatever you eat, that's what you have to use? That would be the perfect way of doing it.
It seems like you're getting rid of more than you're actually using.
Well, I'm not saying that because you're using up that energy. But I'm saying why should you have to get rid of anything? Why not just use whatever comes into your system? Have some kind of a deal set up.
If it's edible, you should be able to keep it.
Until you use it up. Why the constant bathroom breaks? Constantly.
Oh, it's nonstop.
You know, even Back to the Future, the guy figured out a way of turning trash into fuel. Why can't we do that? Why can't whatever you eat turns into fuel? And you never just think of how much time you would save. How much extra time you didn't have to pull off the road for things.
It's amazing. I'm up every hour on the hour pissing during the night.
Well, old man, that's going to happen when you get to be your age.
It is nonstop.
I understand, Grandpa. I ought to put an adult depends on you. Hey, Stinky Pinky, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Yeah, hey, I'm a truck driver.
Yeah.
Most of these truck stops, they got buffets. Now, I doubt if half the truck drivers out here have washed their hands in the last week. And you see some guy come out of the toilet stall after making a big stinky, straight up to the buffet.
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
I don't go near buffets anymore. I'm done with them.
That's some scary shit. But, hey, check this out.
Yeah.
You ever think about who's cooking the food in a restaurant?
Yeah,
you got some ethnic people with issues. They're underpaid, and they're pissed off. You think that they're really concerned about the quality of the food they're going to make for you?
Well, it's not only that. I mean, you do need to know this, and this is like a little bit gross, but because they've done this before scientifically, they went and checked on the people, because we have so many South American people. There are different things in their digestive system than are in ours. Mites and whatnot, you know what I mean?
Oh, man.
Worms, because that's the way that they were raised.
Right.
So they're the people preparing your food and stuff that we don't even have here in North America.
And they feel perfectly fine. They're used to their own mites and worms.
Right.
It's not affecting them at all.
Exactly.
It feels normal to them.
Thank you. It would be like if you did raise a bubble baby and a bubble baby met you, Fez, you would breathe on it and it would die like it was an American Indian. It would just flop over.
It would shrivel.
Because you've built up these antibodies or whatever from living on the planet Earth.
And all I could do is stand there and go, what did I do? How did I shrivel the bubble baby?
Now what? And basically, you would be the Ebola monkey, because that's what happened when the Europeans came to this continent. They were basically like Ebola monkeys coming off the boats. The little purity of the American Indian got destroyed quickly before we even started shooting them.
Just looking at the Europeans and falling over.
Because,
just getting a whiff.
Because they're filthy typhoid breaths and everything else they were carrying around. Joe, you're on Ron and Fez. How you doing, buddy?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Yesterday, in a small town in Tennessee, this cop went into a Waffle House, and he saw the cook spitting in his food.
Yeah.
So he arrested him, and now the guy's in jail. He's facing 3 to 6 years for alteration of food.
First of all, I'd have shot the bastard. I would have blown the back of his head off. This is why I couldn't be a cop, because my gun would be constantly drawn. I would come into places shooting, and in such a bad day.
You were only supposed to pull him over. It was only speeding.
I wouldn't care. If someone starts fucking around with the food, I'm putting a bullet in them. I would do that right now. I seriously would. Sometimes people will try to act like they've got a funny story and tell you what they did to some newsman's pizza. And I swear to God, I want those people hunted down and killed. It's the most disgusting things to me.
That's why I really try to go out of my way to tip on pizza or any sort of food delivery.
Maybe they just don't like your kind. You don't know. Obviously, you've eaten something that's disgusting before. Well, obviously you have. But you enjoy it for whatever reason. I guess all you guys do.
It's the ones that are not by choice.
Oh, I see. That's when it
that
grosses
really
out.
get you.
Terry, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ronnie, what's up?
Yeah.
How you doing, Fez? When I was in high school, one of the bathrooms all the way on one side of the school were just 3 stalls lined up, no walls between them. So I go in there. I had to take a shit real bad. I sit down. I'm a freshman, like 110 pounds. The big varsity football coach sits down right next to me, about 300 pounds. I'm doing my best not to look in his direction.
Right.
All of a sudden, I hear him chewing a fucking apple.
Oh, God.
I look next to me. This guy's sitting on a stall chewing an apple.
Filthy bastard.
Just trying to take advantage of every minute of his coffee break.
It was a gross sight, I got to tell you. Watch it out, boys. Later.
See, I am so disgusted. I'm so disgusted.
You hear that apple bite and you're wondering if it's his ass making that noise. No, he's eating an apple.
Oh, that's disgusting. Hey, Jason, you're on Ron and Fez. How you doing, buddy?
Yeah, what's going on, Ron? What's up, Fez?
Hey, man.
I work in the Bronx, and I work in 2 hospitals over there, and the doctors basically, all they do is deal with feet is where I work. And these guys, most disgusting feet with ingrown toenails, with fungus, with calluses. anything that you can imagine. They don't use gloves. They just basically touch these feet and, like, go around and then shake hands with all the patients.
I couldn't be a doctor for anything. I would be too grossed out to be a doctor. Matter of fact, I was watching that Lost episode, and I was thinking if I was that doctor when that accident came in, I just ran out. I wouldn't have been able to stay in there.
They're pulling the car pieces out of her.
Yeah, I just couldn't do it.
I'll tell you what, I got a problem with a toe that's going on. It's like athlete's foot, but now it's like all of a sudden the wound of the athlete's foot where the toe is like cracked open underneath, it's like it's all bloody. It's secreting something, some kind of greasy substance that's not blood. It feels like blood, but it's not. And the toe's all swollen up, and the stench coming out of that little open wound on my toe, it smells like the toe is rotting right off. I've never had a stench like that.
All right, let's take a look at Harry. Get in here. Take a look at Fez's toe and tell me what it smells like. Because it sounds bad, Fezzy.
Yeah, what you got to do is you got to get your finger in there, like in between the toe, right where the little open wound is.
Yeah. Well, first of all, pop it out here. But Harry, I don't want you even to look yet. Get in the other room. Get in the other room. Look, you come in and break the mic. What a way to spend your last day.
I put on clean socks. I don't know how this athlete's foot has happened. I guess I've been doing a little more walking.
Yeah.
So, but it's like right in there. Can you see the wound? That's like right there. Sometimes
it's like a little scratch, baby.
It really hurts. It swells up the foot, but it's
the way you had this described to me. I thought it was going to be terrible.
But the smell of it is the weirdest thing, because what happens is it gets really itchy. I start clawing at it.
Why don't you get some tough actin on there?
I need to do some boom.
Yeah. Have you put anything on it?
You know, I put stuff on it, and then I forget to do it again.
Yeah, you got to do it. Have Harry put it on you every morning when he comes in. All right, Harry, come in here and take a sniff. It doesn't sound... The way you had it described to me, I thought it was going to be terrible. But it doesn't look so bad to me.
It is actually feeling a little bit better today.
Yeah, it looks fine. It looks like a regular foot.
So kind of just... What you got to do is you got to run your finger along the wound there, and then give it a whiff.
Yeah.
Yeah, right in there. Ow, you're right in the hole.
All right, give it a good sniff now. Is it really bad? What's it smell like?
It's like there's some kind of festering smell. I don't even know how to describe it. It's
shitty diaper is one way to describe it.
You think you got some kind of a worm in there, Fez?
I don't know if something's crawled in there or not.
It sounds like something might have died in there.
But I didn't know if you could lose a toe to athlete's foot.
You can lose a toe to anything by not taking care of it.
It looks just like it almost looks like a cut across.
Right.
Anything that starts to be infected, you could end up losing, Fez.
And I noticed, like, by the end of the day, that toe was, like, bright red, swollen. And that thing is it's itching and hurting all at the same time. And it itches so much that I can't keep out of it. I have to scratch it.
You been walking around in wet socks?
Yeah, my socks are wet.
Yeah.
This one I just took off, it's soaking wet.
You know what you need? You need some sandies, some baseball socks underneath there. Get yourself a pair of sandies. First, you need some tough actin. Harry, I want you to put it on him every day, too.
If that's what you need.
Grandma forgets.
Add that to your duties.
Yeah, because once he starts losing toes, that's going to be the end of him. Hey, Mike, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys, I'm on the East Coast, or I'm on the Eastern time zone like you guys are, and I'm trying to eat my lunch. Could you stop with the shit in the stinking toe conversation?
Oh, I agree with you. It's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting.
I'm worried about losing a toe, sir.
Well,
this needed immediate producer attention.
Look over. Poor Earl's pretty grossed out. Earl, you want to come over and sniff this thing?
No.
You can if you want.
No.
Bobby wants to. He gets turned on by it, though. Bobby, you want to come in and take a sniff?
I have to pull the wet sock off again.
We'll just go to break. It's all too disgusting for me.
God, why do the feet sweat so much?
You're a big boy. You know, let's face it. You're a big guy.
I think it's just all running down the jeans into the shoe.
Probably some gravy in there, knowing you.
It's going to be butter by the time after I walk for the entire day. It's just going to turn into a stick of butter in there.
Hey, speaking of butter, does your friend Butter know that we're friends with JR?
No, I hadn't seen her since the last time I saw JR to find out that.
Make sure you get that whole thing going again. That other girl we met, Al Dukes, is going to do an interview with her. I think maybe even did it yesterday.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Hey, didn't I send you guys a resume? from a girl who works at MTV?
Yeah, you sent that.
Yeah,
over.
I was supposed to be given to Wiki. Did he get it?
I'll forward it. If it hasn't been forwarded already, I'll check with Harry.
Write something nice. Like, oh, she needs a job. Could you help her?
Yeah, I could do
She's
that.
part of me and Fez's Bucks crew. The Bucks crew that meets at Hooters every week.
Bucks posse?
Yeah. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. Ron and Fez.
The Ron and Fez Show. XM 202. Once again, my dinner with Andre the Giant.
I always enjoy our dinners together, Andre. Not often you see someone use the lobster tank as a bowl of soup.
Goof, you know, Brian, it's nice to go out and not be around any snakes. They scare me.
Don't worry, I'll take care of the snakes. You take care of the check, big dummy.
What'd you say?
I said you had a big tummy. How about some dessert?
I'd love some. A big dessert. Because I'm Andre the Giant. I'm 7 foot tall, 560 pounds, from Grenoble, France.
I know you're big. I noticed when you said you were hungry for Mexican and ate the busboy. How about a big milkshake?
Milkshake? No! No, not a milk snake! I don't even know what a milk snake is! No, I'm doing it all of here, Brian! Get me
We back on? All right.
Tightest bird across the nation.
What happened, Earl?
He's pointing at someone else already.
What happened, bro?
There was no tag on it.
Yeah.
That's partially my fault because I didn't have time to mix it, but I was waiting for the tag. So
It needed a Q-tone?
It needed a tag so I could fire into the spot. Oh, God, I suck.
Let's just enjoy Little Feet.
I'll be goddamn. Let me tell you something.
All right, Ron and Fez show. Fezzy, some people want to help you here with your foot.
Oh, good.
I'm not sure if I can hear about it, though. I might have to leave the room while you go through this.
Well, by saving a toe, they may be saving a life.
Either way, I'd rather die. Turn your radio down, Steve.
Oh, sorry, man.
Yeah.
Hey, Fez, I got the same thing. I'm a mailman. It's from sweat, and when you take a shower, you got to dry in between your toes.
You're not
That's
drying
what it's
off.
from.
I can't reach those things to even wash them.
No.
That's what it's from, man.
You gotta
Believe
get down
me.
there and dry.
I walk 10 miles a day, and that's what it's from.
Yeah, that's what you're dealing with, Fuzzy. You got to dry off in there.
All right, I'm going to start running the towel in between the toes.
Floss. That's the cheeks, too.
Now when I do it, little white pieces of flesh come off.
Good. Get them out of the way. You need them out of there.
Just something.
There's something wrong with you.
Anything that'll stop the smell, I'm in favor for at this point.
Fez, I see our Madonna back in trouble again. It looks like her husband's got yet another failed movie after he started so big, and he was like the hot filmmaker, the kind of British Tarantino. Ever since then, he's just making crap after crap.
This new movie, Revolver, getting horrible reviews.
They're just beating him up. Although nothing could be as bad as that last movie he did, where Madonna was the rich girl lost at sea.
Oh, yes.
I couldn't even make it through that.
Stranded or whatever it was called. So Madonna and Guy Ritchie, they show up for the London premiere of this new movie, Revolver. The fans are out there. They're all enjoying themselves, lining up to see Madonna and Guy Ritchie. Well, apparently whoever stars in this Revolver, I don't know his name, he stopped and signed autographs for like about an hour.
Like a gentleman.
As he's going through. Madonna and Guy Ritchie get there. There's no stopping for anybody. Her hand's still in a sling, in a formal sling from her horse accident. They don't stop for any autographs. The crowd that was there to adore them turns on them and starts booing them on the way into their own premiere.
That's great. I always like it.
That cracks me up.
You know, I've seen, I remember one time I was down at spring training, and Bob Gibson was walking through. I think it was like the Mets camp. So these like old people, they're like, "Oh, Bob, you're the greatest. Could you please sign this ball?" He's like, "I don't have time." He keeps walking. They turned on him followed him, dropped the N-bomb, hit him with everything he could. He never broke stride. I'm sure he has to put up with it all the time. They love you until you won't write your name on a ball, and then everything changed.
It's amazing how quick the change will come from the love to the hate.
Have you ever been snubbed by a celebrity before?
Oh, yeah. I remember when I was a kid, we went to this restaurant, and Bill Daly was leaving the restaurant as we were going in.
Bill Daly's who?
He was Major Healy on I Dream of Jeannie.
I knew the name was kind of familiar, but I couldn't place it.
Also Howard Borden on the Bob Newhart show.
Right.
So he comes out, and it's like, growing up where we did, you didn't see a lot of celebrities.
Right.
So, of course, my dad went to ask Bill Daly for an autograph.
Right.
Bill Daly had a beautiful, much younger blonde on his arm. Couldn't be bothered. Blew off my dad. And my dad was just humiliated there in front of his in-laws and his children and everything else. Just an awful scene.
That's happened to me before, though. Like, I've been in your dad's position from doing radio things. And I remember one time we did we had, like, our radio station had a big birthday show, and it was Robert Plant. So there was, like, people I knew that were Led Zeppelin fans. So, like, could you get me the backstage tickets? I get them the backstage tickets. We walk back there after the show. To me, the show blew anyway. He no longer had the pipes. And it was like, please wait, Mr. Plant. I don't know what the hell you would be doing before you could get out. I waited there for like 5, 7, 10 minutes. I'm like, fuck this. This is embarrassing. Waiting outside of a door, hoping that Robert Plant would walk out. I ended up hating that son of a bitch by the time I got out there. What the fuck am I doing standing outside of a door for Robert Plant? I just wanted to kick the door in and beat the shit out of him.
Fan beats up Robert Plant, assaulted.
The worst thing, I wasn't even a big fan. He made me look like a mutt in front of other people.
I once got brushed aside by Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream. Just wanted that autograph so bad.
Yeah.
And got actually a big sweaty shoulder. Brushed me in the face as he went by, mumbling that he didn't have time.
Nothing is funnier than a celebrity blowing somebody off if you see it happen. I don't know why. It makes me giddy just to see it go down, but it's always funny just to see someone get their little feelings crushed because they think they like somebody that has no time for them. Hey, Turducken, you're on Ron and Fez. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Yeah.
I'm out here in Jersey, and every couple of years, or I think it might be yearly, they have the NFL golf outing in North Jersey.
Sure.
A couple of years ago, my buddy and I go, and Lawrence Taylor was playing in his shit. And he finished the round or whatever, and my buddy, they got him a golf cart to cart him right out of there.
Right.
So he didn't have to sign anything. And my buddy and I are hassling the shit out of him to get something. He finally grabs on my buddy's card, who kept the shit in, like, mint condition, crumples it, and runs his blue marker right across it, ruining the whole fucking thing. It was terrible. That son of a bitch, we started cursing him out. It was terrible. All right, guys, punching out. Listen, love you guys. Welcome back. And
see, that's the great story because not only did Lawrence Taylor, blow them off, but he ruined some of their personal property, which is really great.
Just destroyed it in a dramatic way, running over it with his golf cart.
And it is kind of funny when you think about it. It's the right attitude, I guess. Here, you liked me so much, now you're going to feel like garbage.
That's the absolute best. Ronnie and I knew this guy. Remember when he was a kid, him and his dad wanted the Joe Morgan autograph.
Oh, Fast Eddie.
Yeah, Fast Eddie. And Joe Morgan blew them off, got in the back of his car, and was driving away. And as the window's going up, Fast Eddie's dad had leaned in and started screaming at Joe Morgan, big head, because all of a sudden he had gotten big-headed in his eyes.
Hey, Robert, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Yeah.
Hey, I got a Ric Flair story for you.
Ah, the Nature Boy.
Woo! Nature Boy. I'm from Pensacola, Florida. I used to listen to y'all when y'all were over there with Ron and Ron.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, here's the deal. Ric Flair comes in, and he's with, who's the Let's Get Ready to Rumble guy? He gets out in the ring.
I know that announcer that does it. I forget his name.
Michael Buffer.
Yeah.
Exactly. It was it's been about 10 years ago. So him and Ric Flair come in. Chicks are lined up everywhere. He's sitting at my bar drinking Captain Morgan and Coke. I'll never forget.
Sure.
Getting loaded.
Living large.
Oh, yeah. Gets on the bar, dancing. He's got his little gay penny loafers on, going crazy. At the end of the night, he's going to pay his tab. He hands me his card. I run it. Declined. So Michael, the Let's Get Ready Rumble guy, ends up paying the tab and then taking home some bar whore that used to hang out in the bar all the time.
You know, I saw Michael Buffer leave a bar one time when we were doing a gig with him. Young. I'm not saying she was underage, but, you know, that barely legal look, and so fucking hot, I can't believe it.
He's always ready to rumble.
I guess the chicks dig him. All he does is one thing, and yet he can pick up chicks. Hey, John, you're on Ron and Fez.
Oh, me?
Imagine what a sweat hog you'd have to be to tell your friends, I ended up blowing the Let's Get Ready to Rumble guy. What a piece of crap you'd have to be. Go ahead, John.
The guy that called about Lawrence Taylor?
Yeah.
It's the Montclair Country Club, and it's called the Cadillac Open or something like that.
Right.
I went there a couple of years ago. Dan Marino was playing. I've been a Dolphin fan my entire life. I go up there for an autograph. He puts his hand up and just swats me, like just shoos me away. I mean, lifelong fan, and now I'll never, ever, ever approach any celebrity because I was like traumatized.
Yeah, you were treated like shit. You know,
Yeah.
this friend of mine went to a friend of his house right down in Miami. And it was, you know, because the guy was buying the fight, so everybody was going to watch, you know, whatever it was, the Tyson fight. Dan Marino, and there was only like 5 or 6 guys. Dan Marino comes in because, you know, I guess they were a mutual friend. He says to all the guys there, yeah, I know, I'm Dan Marino. And no one said a word to him. I really don't want to talk about anything. I just want to watch the fight.
Oh, please.
He was like, fuck you. I'm not even a fan of yours. I'm an Eagles fan, you piece of shit.
No, Dan Marino,
No.
come in here. We have a throne ready for you.
Dan, I just wanted to talk about one thing. You never won a Super Bowl. That's the only fucking thing I wanted to tell you about.
That may be what he's nervous about coming up in conversation.
You ever feel bad about that, Dan? But I'm sure, you know, I mean, I never had the kind of life where wherever I had to go, I had to talk about being Dan Marino. So I don't know what the hell it is. But I'm sure that this was the worst thing he could have said. Hey, Sean, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, how you doing? Hi, Fez.
Hey, Sean.
I used to be a grip in the movie business for 5 years.
Congratulations. I read about you guys every time I go to a film.
We're glorified construction workers. I don't do it anymore. I'm actually a firefighter now. But worked on a movie with Val Kilmer, and the first thing they
What
told
film?
us is, it was him where he was a cat burglar. It was
Oh,
filmed
yeah,
in
that's The
lift.
Saint.
Yeah, it wasn't The Saint. It was one before that with Alec Baldwin's ex-wife.
I don't know.
What's her name? It was called, I can't even
All right,
remember.
go ahead and do the story.
Well, they first told us on set, do not look him in the eyes. He does not want to be talked to because he is a method actor.
He's in character.
Yeah, you can't look at him. You can't talk to him. They cleared the set. If you speak to him, you are possibly to be fired.
Right.
So he was walking across the set one day, and not thinking about it, I said, how you doing, Val? And he gave me a look that could have freaking burnt down the towers. It was
But, I
amazing.
mean, in that case, you can understand because you're not a fan, you're a coworker,
Exactly.
and this is what he needed. It'd be like him climbing the ladder with you when you were trying to do some work.
And you actually have to talk to his assistant before you could ask him to do anything. Like
Yeah, but
stand
that
still.
one I understand because the man's working. Don't you agree on that, Fez?
He's on the job.
Yeah.
You're bothering him at work.
Right. And, I mean, I don't know what it takes somebody to get in the character. I couldn't tell you. But if, you know, if the intern kept bothering Fez while we were on the show here, he would get in trouble. There's no doubt about it.
And it actually seemed when he said, how you doing, Val, like he was going out of his way to bust him out of character.
Hey, Joe, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's up, buddies?
Hey, buddy.
Back in the early 90s, when Bo Jackson was still on the Raiders, I was about 13 years old, and a friend of mine, we went to the Sheridan in the Meadowlands to get some autographs from the Raiders and stuff. And Willie Gold was actually pretty cool and told us what floor Bo Jackson was on. So we went to that floor looking for him. He came out of his room for ice, and he just pretty much coast us out and kicked us off the floor. Like, we were just scared shitless. And
You were just kids?
What's that?
You guys just kids?
Yeah, I was only 13 years old, and like he just kicked us off the floor. And before we got into the elevator, we just said, "Hey, Bo, could we just get an autograph?" And he just screamed the shit out of us. And as the old day door was closing, I was going to call him a racial name before I started hating him.
Sure.
But
Because it only takes you that, and you're thinking, what could I possibly hurt this man with? He's got riches. He's got fame. Oh, I know, the N-bomb. There's something that'll get inside his armor. You can't get away from that, can you, Earl? We always have that one word to chuck out.
Yeah, unfortunately, there isn't one to give back to white people.
Oh, I've cried. I've been called cracker before and just went running home in tears.
Oh, that's just cruel.
No, dude, I'm lying, Earl. That means nothing to us. Means nothing. It doesn't bother us slightly. Hey, Jerry, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys. 1823 checking in.
Old school.
Hooah! Nice. I went to school, Manhattanville College in Purchase, and during the strike, the NBA players weren't allowed to use their natural facilities for, like, practice and stuff.
Yeah.
So Patrick Ewing was in my gym shooting free throws.
Yeah, didn't they used to use Purchase College all the time, the Knicks?
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is right down the street, and he lives right in that area. So we waited for him. It's just me and a buddy of mine. There was nobody else in the gym. Waited for him to come out, and he comes out, and we're like, Mr. Ewing, you don't mind if we get an autograph? And he looks at me and goes, they don't want me to sign anything right now. I was like, you got to be freaking kidding me. He's like, nope, and walks downstairs in the locker room. So me and my buddy went outside and pissed on his white Mercedes.
See, that's the thing. That's why he hates fans, because you really don't care. And plus, here's another thing. You know a lot of people take those autographs and sell them.
Oh, yeah, when you line up and you've got plaques, you've got pictures, little mini helmets for football players.
It's going straight to eBay.
It's all going on there.
It's going straight to eBay. Hey, Tom, you're on Ron and Fez.
Tom, what do you got, buddy? You're on the Ron and Fez show.
Yeah, I think you got a bad number here, Tom.
Hey, Tom.
You're Tom, buddy.
All right. Hey, my question, guys, is aren't autographs just a little bit overrated anyway? I mean, who really gives a shit if you have somebody's signature on a paper towel or a piece of
I
toilet
never
paper?
understood it. I'm going to tell you the truth. I never really got it, but some people love it. Some people collect them. It's and you do, Earl?
I used to when I was in high school.
You know, here's what I don't understand, Earl, with the autograph stuff. If you met somebody and you're going to go, like last night, you see Joe Pesci, you want to say to me and Fez, hey, I saw Joe Pesci. We go, liar. You go, look, here's his autograph. I understand that. But why is there a store right down the street here where you can get like Fatty Arbuckle's thing or Marilyn Monroe's, people that you know have been dead for 50, 60 years, and those autographs are worth a lot of money.
Oh, yeah, they go up in the thousands. And it's always attached to some piece of memorabilia, too, where you can, like they sell those Scarface cigars or something. They put them in giant frames with a picture from the movie, supposedly an Al Pacino autograph on it.
Yeah, but you know it's not a real Al Pacino cigar. There's too many of them out there. But I don't know what the autograph thing means at all. When I was a kid, my dad comes back from some business trip, right? He was at a golf thing or whatever. And he hands me this Don Drysdale ball. Oh, Hall of Famer. That's Don Drysdale. Oh, he was great. About a week later, he comes home. Me and my friends are playing with it in the backyard. He's like, what are you doing? I go, I'm using the ball. He's like, it's Don Drysdale's ball. I'm like, it's great. It's fucking terrific ball. We're using it. It's a lot of fun. I had no idea that I was supposed to take it and put it on the wall. I didn't even get the gimmick that it was supposed to be a keepsake. I thought, great, I got a new baseball. I had no idea.
It's become such a big business, too.
It's gigantic business now.
When my brother and I we were basically collectors because we were fans more than anything else.
You know, the merchandising business alone, sports merchandising, within the last, I'd say 20 years, has gone through the roof. You would used to go to a football game and see maybe one guy wearing a shirt. Now, if you go to a game, you're not wearing the shirt, other people somehow act like you don't support the team. You know what I mean? Like, hey, why aren't you flying the colors? Enough that you're paying $125 for a seat. Where's your $200 jersey so you can pretend that you're with the team?
And 200's the low number.
Is that right?
Yeah, the throwback jerseys, they're ridiculous. They go up like three up to $300 and $600.
Yeah, I don't even understand it.
And if you get the authentic ones, where like the numbers are stitched on there,
yeah, that's an industry all.
It's all coming out of one company. One guy has all the throwback stuff. He signed up for it years ago. It was a guy in Philadelphia. He was doing like $500,000 in a year business. And some kid, I think he was like a delivery guy or whatever, and it was a black kid that would buy these shirts, and everybody in his neighborhood dug them, right? He went back to this guy and said, I want to be partners with you, and I'll make this thing work. Started getting him to the hip-hop guys, and they became in videos and stuff, and it fucking blew up. I don't get it at all. I don't know why you want to wear a Houston Astros shirt from 1976 when you're not from Houston.
And some of these teams now, they'll come out with their, like the football teams. Every team will have a black jersey. Whether they wear them on Sundays.
Just to have an extra shirt to sell.
Yeah, just to have one more there on the rack that a fan has to have.
Yeah, and I mean, the throwback thing is just to sell merchandise. Why would anybody want to wear the old stupid Bucks uniform from 1979?
The creamsicle with Bucko Bruce on it.
Actually, the Bucks refused to sell that because they're just so embarrassed by the color.
We're all embarrassed. It was a low point in the United States.
They refused to bring back Bucko Bruce.
Yeah, they refused to have a throwback Sunday.
Is that right?
Yeah, I don't think they've ever come back to the orange.
You know they will. Tony, you're on Ron and Fez. Tony, how you doing, buddy?
Oh, pretty good. How you doing?
Good.
Everybody was calling in about how they got their egos bruised, like by celebrities and stuff. When I was younger, I bruised Lou Gossett Jr.'s ego, I think, because when I was a kid, he came to our school to sign autographs, and everybody lined up. Everybody was so excited, and he's doing that voice from Enemy Mine. You know that voice? Like, everybody's having a good time with it. They're all laughing. They're all having a good time. Well, I get up there to get my autograph, and I'm like, that's good. Did you do that in a movie or something? And I just look in his eyes. He's like, his ego is just shattered. It's like, oh, my God, somebody doesn't know who I am.
Oh, man.
Someone doesn't know who I am from Enemy Mine.
So you hurt them. But, I mean, it doesn't mean that they're that character for the movie. And a lot of people bring up all the time of they think that you're mad at them, Fez, and I'll get an email from some bar thing or whatever because you're not Fez Wattling it up all the time for them.
Oh, and also I'll just get in my own head. And
you got a glum look about you sometimes in public.
Yeah, I just don't even pay attention to people.
Right.
I'm just staring off into space. That happens a lot.
Yeah, and then they go, what, is he mad at me? Or, I'm sorry I hurt Fez, or what, is he too good? I'm like, no, believe me, it's the last possible thing. It's his own life that he hates, not you. It's his own existence. You think you'd want to wake up every day being Fez? It's not easy.
It's the hard thing of just standing there, and also, I just don't hear people. Like, I don't hear people.
And your toe stinks. So that bothers you.
So I worry about that. Is some toe stink getting loose out of this shoe.
You're becoming deaf from the headphones?
Yeah. Most of the time, I do not hear people when they're having a conversation with me.
Do you use Opie's headphone jack?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And this thing is just, I know it's cranked when I put it on, like where the knobs are already set. And sometimes I'll even turn them up a notch from there.
To 11. All right, let me try it on. Because I know my hearing has been screwed up from headphones, too. Earl, have you got that over the years, or?
Not as bad as I thought it would be, because I wear headphones coming into work. I wear them all the time. I think I'm not as bad as I thought I would be.
See, I put on the extra pair of headphones here,
yeah,
and I can't hear a thing. I can barely hear my own voice.
Earl is way off because he may not think so, but sometimes he's, cutting something up and it's just blasting.
Right.
Just blowing out your eardrums and he has no clue.
What are you saying, Harry? I can't hear you.
Yeah, they sound pretty good to me, Fez. They sound about right because mine are pretty ruined too. And and it's all from wearing headphones all these years. And when I was a kid, all the men in my neighborhood were deaf from working in factories. So everybody, because they worked around this, some kind of loud noise all day, their hearing was screwed up, and then they all died from asbestos or whatever. But I'm like, well, at least I won't have to deal with that. And now fucking headphones are screwing me up.
I have to, a lot of times, if I'm talking to my brother on the phone, I'm pressing the phone closer and closer to my ear, thinking that's going to help the volume.
I know.
Because I can't hear him on the phone. My little brother, I can't hear him at all.
And don't people get mad at you on the phone?
Just furious.
Yeah.
And I get furious with myself because I'm saying what? And climbing across the table. We had that meal with Eatman the other day.
Yeah.
I just kept getting closer and closer to the super agent and leaning in over the table because I couldn't hear a word he was saying.
I thought you were trying to pick him up. Oh, God, this is such a relief.
No, that was just hearing. That time it wasn't sexual at all.
Hey, because he's Jewish. Right. Hey, Rob, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ron. Hey, Fez. How you guys doing today?
Hey, buddy.
I'm 35 and I'm an idiot. I'm an overgrown kid. I keep buying those Mitchell and Ness throwback jerseys you guys were just talking about.
Yeah.
I'm a Cowboys fan since I was a little kid. All right, and I always wanted like a Dorsett or a Roger Staubach jersey when I was a kid. Well, you can't ever find that kind of stuff. They're putting their names on brand new looking jerseys. But I've got like a Houston Oilers Billy White Shoes Johnson jersey.
That's a great one, my friend. Chichester, PA.
And I got Sam Mills from '91. I'm not a Saints fan.
Right.
And
all right, what would the Billy White Shoes Johnson cost you?
At least Billy White Shoes Johnson, when I was a little kid, he did that dance and everything.
Sure, he invented it all.
Yeah,
he kind of ruined the game of football.
Yeah, maybe so. But, I just keep buying these things. So, I'm an idiot and an overgrown. Have a good one, guys.
See you later, man. Hey, let's take a break. We'll be right back. Ron and Fez.
Ron Bennington, Fez Wadley, The Ron and Fez Show. XM 202.
I'm a dumb, southern, Jersey, mullet-wearing retard. I'm just a big retard. I am not a retard.
It's the Ron and Fez Show. Hanging out with you on XM Radio 202. What big shows are on tonight, Fezzy? Anything I should be watching?
Some of the things out tonight that Everybody Hates Chris.
Yeah, I might give that one a try.
The new Night Stalker show starts tonight on ABC. It's a remake of the 70s Night Stalker TV series.
Not going to bother.
And this one, I think it's on Fox or WB, I'm not sure which. Reunion. 6 friends that are reunited from high school. Only, Ronnie, one of them is a murderer.
Why don't they do this? 6 friends reunited from high school, and 5 of them got really fat. That would be the first true one you ever saw.
It's another one of these shows, like Cold Case on CBS, where we have to have the flashback.
Right.
Where the person's made to look younger, or we hire young actors.
You know why, right?
Why?
Cold Case worked. So whatever works one year, the next year comes back. Last year, you have the girl who talks to dead people. This year, suddenly somebody else talks to dead people.
Now Jennifer Love Hewitt, who said she's visited by ghosts in real life. And I'm thinking, yeah, as soon as it came time to do the talk circuit to promote this show, you're getting visited by ghosts.
Well, do you think it would sell if she went out there and goes, nope, it's all stupid. I think when we die, and that's it. It's crazy to believe in that.
And also, of course, Donald Trump's The Apprentice returns tonight.
And I feel like I just watched it last night. That's the problem. I've already seen An Apprentice. Hey, Andrew, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys, I just wanted to welcome you guys back to New York. It's been way too long since you've been here.
Yeah, thank you very much, man.
I have one question to ask Fezzy and you. Do you guys still have your booth at the Brooklyn Diner that was dedicated to you?
You know what? I don't know whether we do or not. Do we still have that, Fez?
That is still in there. I was in there a few weeks ago.
Really? Saw our names up there?
Our plaque is still on there. I think it's third booth from the left as you're walking towards it, up against the window.
All right, Earl, you're going to have to get over there and turn that into a little XM deal for us.
Take your tools with you.
You got to carve a little XM on next to it.
Yeah, well, no, you don't have. You go in and tell them, please change the plaque.
Oh, okay.
Mr. and Mrs. Bennington would like that plaque changed.
Besides, I think there's noodle all over it.
Ew.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
That happens.
It's a diner.
People are messy.
Let's not make a big deal out of it. It's a diner. Stalker Patty's eating in there 3 times a day. I can afford it once a month. Stalker Patty's in there eating free. That just gets on my nerves.
Just going at the manager until finally, yes, he tears up the check and walks away. He's had enough.
You know what? I am so interested in this date tonight. I'm following this thing, Fezzy, between Stalker Patty and Big A, and it reminds me so much of that old movie, Marty, starring the great Ernest Borgnine. He ended up winning an Oscar for that.
That's right.
Yeah, that was his big role.
So that's happening tonight. 5 o'clock, I believe, in the East here at Paisano's on Mulberry Street.
They're going out that early, huh?
Yeah, it's a real early dinner.
Early bird special meal, which is always nice.
Patty's got to get home to feed the cat.
Yeah. Hey, James, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, Maha Bone.
Maha Bone, my brother.
Yeah, I'm Columbus, Ohio area, and we got a big golf tournament out there. Jack Nicklaus's home, Muirfield Village. And there's a bunch of guys who got wristbands that let you into kind of, some of the places the average fan doesn't get to go. And after Tiger did his media thing, there was a bunch of kids and dads waiting around for autographs, and he just dismissed them, blew them right off. And he came in this area where we're all standing around having cocktails and hanging out, and he started signing autographs for people, and people were giving him golf balls and golf gloves and whatnot. Came to me, and I just said, nah, no thanks.
No thanks.
And he shot a look at me, went right through me.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you piece of crap kind of look. Like, here I am, the great Tiger Woods. I'm going to give you my signature, and you don't want it?
Yeah, it's just so stupid.
I agree with you 100%, Ryan. It's like, and then what am I going to do with it?
Right.
Go home and stare at it?
So you
Why?
Put it up on my wall? I have no idea what to do.
Try to learn the signature to forge checks.
Although you and I are going to be signing some posters, Fez, for Fluffin' Under, that I think all the money is going to be sent to the folks. Well, it was earmarked for New Orleans. Maybe we'll be sending it to Texas.
Yeah, there's probably going to be a feud coming up between Katrina victims and Rita victims over who's getting what funds and that sort of thing. Who's getting the better treatment.
For me, it's all Katrina, Fezzy. They were first. They're OGs. You got to dig them. Hey, Keith, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Fezzy, I just wanted to correct you on a couple things there.
What you got, buddy?
That Night Stalker doesn't start till next week, and Reunion started 2 weeks ago. The new show on CBS tonight, Criminal Minds.
Oh, I was going by my list.
Fezzy, you just want to read off any lies over there? Is that what you're after?
The war is going very well.
Here's what I like. If Harry would have done that, you'd be punching him in the lungs right now. It happens to Fezzy. It's like, well, these things happen. What are you going to do?
I would be. If Harry had handed me the wrong list, instead of me handing me the wrong list, it would have been done. Done and over.
Hey, here's our buddy Photoshop Mike. How you doing, Mike?
Hey, what's up, buddies?
Yeah.
Listen, you guys talking about celebrities kind of screwing you a bit?
Yeah.
Okay, so I go to this big convention, a Star Wars convention, because I'm a big Star Wars fan. I go ahead and I pay Anthony Daniels $75. Anthony Daniels is the guy who played 3PO.
Yeah.
He's signing my helmet that I gave him the autograph. I take
Your
a photo.
penis?
No, my helmet, a 3PO helmet.
Oh,
yeah,
you said sign my helmet. I thought you ripped. I didn't know.
I wondered why it was $75.
Well, so he's signing a couple things for me. As he's signing the helmet, I snap a picture of him signing it, right? He stops what he's doing. He looks up and he goes, who took my photo? I said, oh, I'm sorry, I did. He goes, how would you like it if someone came to your job and took a picture of you while you were doing your work? I'm like, but you're getting paid to take. I said, where does it say I can't take a picture? He gets up. He goes to me, he gives me the helmet, he throws it at me, and he goes, and don't do it again. I was like, oh, my God, I was the second guy online. It was just, it wrecked my
How many people do you think get in line now for that thing?
Oh, probably 1,000, but I was the second guy online.
Wait a minute, so you think he makes $75,000 in one of those signings?
Oh, no, it was $75 for like 3 autographs. It was a helmet and 2 8x10s. So about 30 a piece, something like that. 25.
So he could make $25-30 grand.
Oh,
just sitting there.
Easy.
Signing.
Forget about it, yeah. All those guys, all those conventions, $25 a pop. I mean, whatever the cost of the picture is, probably $5. So figure $20 for a hand stroke.
And he could do one every day if he wanted
I've
to.
been to some one of those things, and some of them, I don't see any lines for him.
A lot of them you don't.
Yeah.
He's one of the most popular guys from Star
I
Wars.
bet he is.
Yeah.
I mean, if you were going to get an autograph from somebody for a kid, it would be from Star Wars. Before that stupid girl from Saturday Night Fever, I always see sitting down there.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
I forget she was the girlfriend.
Yeah.
She had a booth when we walked by.
I can't think of her name.
I can't either, but she was like looking at us like, I hope you get something. And I had my kid down, and he just, he was more interested in comic books.
I've actually gone to those people, and I felt bad, and I just get a picture once in a while,
I don't understand why people pay a lot of money for old comic books either. They can be reprinted. You know what I'm saying? That bugs me. Like, with a book, if it's still popular, they'll just print it. I don't have to go back, and let's say I'm going to buy Catcher in the Rye from the 50s. I don't have to go back and find one of the originals. They're still printing new ones. Why can't they do that with comic books?
It's about collectible values. I have plenty of the older Punisher comics and that kind of stuff, and they're worth a few bucks, but they reprint them in book form, like 10 and 20 copies at a shop.
Right.
And that's the ones you read, and you don't mind if they get screwed up or whatever it is. But it gets to a point where some of these comics are worth a couple $100 a piece, easy.
Only because some idiot will pay it. You're being ripped off.
That's 100%. You're 100% right. Exactly.
I hate when you know you're overpaying for something, Fez.
I know, it stinks.
And it feels like I'm feeling that way wherever I go anymore.
Oh, yeah, it's there's a price you know it can't possibly cost that person that much money to make it, produce it, sell it, whatever.
When you're getting 3 coffees now and you have to hand out $15 and get some change, you're like, this can't be right.
Yeah, water, a bottle of water. You know it's just water.
What does a bottle of water cost?
It's got to be, what, $1.50? $1.89, something like that.
And this is a glass of water.
Yeah.
If I said to you, you're at my house, and you said, can I have a glass of water? And I would say, Fez, if that's through my tap, it's going to cost me about $1.50. You'd think I was crazy. Yet we'll pay the guy at 7-Eleven that.
Could you imagine telling your grandfather what you're paying for water?
Now, why this? Why this water? Because it's from a glacier, a melted glacier? You don't think polar bears ever taken a shit on a glacier? There's ever, you know what I mean? This is supposedly clean.
Yeah, it's now this says natural spring water on it. It's not even selling the point of, hey, we've filtered this and made sure you're drinking pure, clean water.
You're drinking something right out of the earth.
Yeah.
I would love to have somebody check that against tap water and see what the difference is. And people pay for water like it's nothing.
You're probably getting 20 gallons of regular tap water for what you're paying for a bottle. I bet it's that much.
I know. I see my chick come home with a case of them.
One thing I can't buy overpriced for is shoes. Is like any sort of sneakers. I can't go buy the, Carmelo Anthony's,
right,
the Michael Jordans, anything like that. I cannot go, I mean, even this is too much for me. I can't go over $100 for shoes. And I think that's ridiculous to even pay that much.
Yeah, I mean, it's a hell of a lot of money. I don't know what it costs. I mean, you know that there's just somebody over in Asia getting a nickel a day to do these things.
The thing that I always buy, I know I'm getting ripped off, but I pay it anyway, is an airline ticket.
Because you have no choice.
You got no choice, and like one day it's like $79 to Fort Lauderdale.
Right.
Then the next day you log on, and it's $359 for the exact same flight. What happened? Did I get a solid gold seat cushion?
Because you called too soon. Like, the only way to make any deals on the airlines is you have to know where you're going a month from now. But if I find out, hey, this weekend I'm doing Chicago, fuck it, it's going to cost me $500 round trip. If I know it a month ago, I can probably do it for $125. Same plane. Here's what bugs me. You're sitting next to the guy paying $125, and you're paying $500. That pisses me off. You're not even in a better place in the plane. Then Lord knows if the goddamn wheels turn sideways.
The first class, it's so wonderful. There's nothing better. There's no better flying experience in first class.
Only because you're comparing it to the shithole in the back. If not, you would have no idea. There's nothing. You're not being treated like you're in a Four Seasons. It's just so much better than the strap hangers in the back have that you're saying this is luxury. It's like any kind of ice cream bar where suddenly you're saying to yourself, oh, my God, this Haagen-Dazs is delicious. It's really not. It's not that much better. Yet they're charging you $4 so you can act like, oh, I must be Donald Trump having a Haagen-Dazs.
One of the first class things is you'll get unlimited drinks. Well, how many drinks are you going to have where it makes up the price difference between coach and first class?
I don't know where you're going out in the city now and they want $8 for a drink. Maybe now that's starting to be the correct deal. $8 for a drink.
You would think that's like prohibition prices.
Were you paying that last night, Earl?
We had a $45 minimum on our table. So we had the $15 hamburger and the $20 one drink I think was $12.
Wow.
And what would the tickets been?
I'm assuming about $30.
That bugs me when it's these minimums.
Minimums. The table minimum. The waitress got our order wrong because there was 3 of us. And she charged $45 for each of us, and we were like, hey, we're together at one table. So, I mean, the table minimum is why a lot of people don't go out anymore.
They're insane. They're out of their minds.
One of the things on Ripped Off, but you pay it anyway, a movie ticket and movie popcorn.
$10.75 right now for a movie ticket in the city. Movie popcorn, if you go out family for 4, you got to be ready to throw out an extra $40.
And it's corn. It is an abundance of corn in this country.
Right. Well, you pop it at home for like 2 cents a bag.
And they always try to sell you that value plan, which
right.
really isn't a value plan. They're like, well, there's 4 of you. Why don't you just get the $30 value plan.
Right.
Like you're saving money. It's like, wait, I paid $11 just to walk into the place.
Yeah, and then it's free refills. Well, maybe after I eat this barrel of popcorn, I'll come back and get another one to try to get my money's worth.
Insane.
I still can't believe it's $11 for a movie. It's going to go up again.
Especially with all that stuff you have to sit through at the beginning.
And then they tell you, oh, you believe this? People aren't going to movies anymore. Well, your movies suck and you're overcharging us. That's why we're not coming. That's why we want nothing to do with you.
When you watch TV, you're watching the commercials. Yeah, regular television, the commercials are paying for TV. It should be the same thing in the movie theater. Let all those people advertise, and there's shoe ads in there.
Hey, Dave, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Yeah.
You guys from New York, I know you know the prices for drinks in clubs. I paid $15 for a drink in a club.
Insane.
Was there a cover to get in the place?
Of course. It's New York, you know how it is. Even B.B. King's, when we had our party, if it was just a regular night and they were serving drinks, it would probably be like $20 for a drink.
Yeah, that's why that free beer night that we did, Fez, was so huge when we did that initial welcome to New York party, because it's insane to go out in a club right now. It's insane.
I think of the tab I would have run up. Just the beers I had there.
Hey, Mike, you're on Ron and Fez. How you doing, buddy?
Is this Mike?
I'm sorry, Millie.
Hi, guys.
Hey, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good.
I was calling about the celebrity snubbing.
Yeah.
When I was 7 years old, Greg Brady broke my heart.
What happened?
Well, Barry Williams had that fabulous singing career.
Sure.
And
Johnny Bravo.
Well, actually, he was as Barry Williams. And I was in the front row. I was on my mom's shoulders. He was leaning down, shaking everybody's hand, all these screaming girls.
This is back when he still had his show.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah. He was really hot. And I had my little hand up there to get it shaken. He stepped on it.
On purpose?
I don't think so.
I think yes.
He just was so sick of it all, another brick in the wall, that he reached down and crushed her fingers.
The next little girl that puts her fingers on that stage, she's getting her hand crushed.
Every time I hear Jan Brady call in for Bad Caller, I have to turn off the radio. I can't listen.
Because you're still furious to this day.
It affected me for life.
Hey, thanks so much, Mel.
Thanks. Bye.
Take care.
He should live by exact words.
Hey, Travis, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys.
Yeah.
You were talking about you wish someone would do a study and compare the tap water and the bottled water.
Yeah.
Well, if you've ever seen Penn and Teller's bullshit, they did just that, and they figured out that the bottled water is just the same as tap water.
Is that right?
Yeah, it's pretty much the same thing. It's just, mass-produced in some factory somewhere.
Have you ever watched this show, Bullshit, Fez, with Penn and Teller?
I've never checked that out.
I love it until they do something that I like, and then I'm mad at them the whole time. I was loving them until they attacked 12-step programs. And I'm like, hey, come on. All right, thanks, man. So, yeah, you're not getting some kind of pure water.
Yeah, there's no difference here except this bottled water comes in a handy bottle.
Yeah.
That is it.
Damon, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's going on, Ronnie?
Yeah.
Hey, you guys were wondering earlier what the big secret with small towns is?
Yeah.
You guys just hit the nail on the head a minute ago talking about paying $10 to go see a movie.
Right.
I pay $5.50 to see a movie here in my hometown.
At what? At noon?
No. That's the 9 o'clock showing. That it's $2 to go see a show in the middle of the day.
Where do you live?
Idaho.
Yeah. What are you watching? Silent films? What the hell you got going on there? Elvis pictures?
No,
just released.
We got Red Eye playing at the theater here in town right now.
All right, hold on. I want you to tell the theater, and I want to give them a call and see if that's true. All right?
Okay.
All right, hold on, Damon. Talk to him, Harry. Line 6. Now, why the hell should a movie cost $5 different from one place to the other?
Yeah, it makes no sense whatsoever because it's the same movie. It's the same amount of people to show it. Same size theater. There's nothing different whatsoever except one's in Idaho, one's in New York City.
Or maybe the difference is some people will put up with it and other people won't. Of course, they're going to put up with lower wages there too, but still, at the same point, it doesn't seem fair to me. It's the same product.
Yeah, it's not like we're getting extra chocolate, snacks, or anything.
All right, Harry, do you have that number?
We're getting it now.
Good, thank you.
Of the Idaho Cinema.
Yeah.
The Idaho, the Tater Multiplex.
See if they're open. They may not even be open. What am I talking about?
The organist is sick. There'll be no show tonight.
Like bug tussle. Suddenly, Gloria Swanson's coming in.
They're showing the Great Train Robbery tonight.
Hey, John, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys.
Yeah.
So I can explain a bunch of this. First off, the Idaho price, that theater probably sucks. Like, if you're in L.A. or New York, you're paying $10, $11 for a ticket. You're paying for Dolby Surround. You're paying for nice seats. You're paying for a great screen. On a lot of those small-town theaters, they don't have stereo. It's it's like they're showing it on the side of a wall.
Drive-in speakers.
Good point.
Okay, now why the prices are the way they are? I worked in theaters the whole time growing up. A movie company, like the studio will take, if a ticket's $10, a studio will take $9 out of the 10. The theater only keeps $1. Follow?
Right, I got you.
Okay. So in order to keep the movie theater open, most of your money is made through concessions. So if you have 500 people in a show, you're only getting $500 for the ticket. But, popcorn may only cost 10 cents for the bucket, and they don't even use buckets anymore. Now they use bags, which are like 2 cents. And the popcorn's maybe $10 for a gigantic bag of corn to pop.
Right.
So all of your revenue is coming from concessions. That's why concessions cost so much.
You're really screwing the theater over if you bring in outside food.
Well,
that's like the worst thing you could do to a theater.
Exactly. That's why they freak out if you bring food in, because really the only way that theater stays open is through concessions. Otherwise,
so basically, they're in the popcorn and juju beads business. That's why you see some of these places now, they're starting to sell hot dogs, pizza.
Oh, they got some nachos going, chicken wings.
Right, because the price to serve those things isn't that much higher, but they can crank up a price on a quote-unquote premium sausage or something. Well, premium sausage is always more, but that's it. That's why.
All right, thanks, man.
And why the candy is so big. You get like a big candy bar or a big box of the gummy bears instead of what you would buy in a regular convenience store or something.
I never do that. I never want to sit there and have a candy bar. I have no idea how big they are. Are they big?
Yeah, they're big. And the boxes are big. What they did was they started making the candy bars into those things. Like a Nestle's Crunch is now a bunch of Crunch. So you can just have little pieces to eat instead of an actual bar.
Hey, Tony, you're on Ron and Fez.
How's it going, guys?
Good, buddy.
Good. Hey, I was just going to give you a little idea of what we're paying up here in Montana for stuff. I go down to the bar. I pay $2.25 for a Miller. Movies are about $5. The price, and get this, man, we don't even have any sales tax up here. So, you take a lower income, but you're gaining that back 6, 7, 8% by just living here. You're not getting charged. You're not getting dinked every time you go to the store.
What's the average income out there? Like, what do most people make?
Average, I'm guessing, is probably between 20 and 30. But then a lot of it, I live out where there's a lot of farmland and ranch land, and I live in Bozeman, where it's a big college town. So houses. It started probably $35,000. It's up to $50,000, $60,000. They're saying $100,000 in a few years. So, for construction, it's killer.
All right, man. See you later.
Thanks.
$50,000 for a house. Did you even think that existed anymore?
I had no idea that existed. That's why it's got to be so great for like college football coaches that are just getting giant contracts.
Yeah, they're getting $2 million to live in, out west.
Yeah, you got the guy at Virginia Tech. He's living in Blackburn, Virginia, and making $2 million. Frank Beamer. He's got to just own city blocks at that point.
That's funny. I didn't even think of it that way. Hey, Rich, I'm Ron and Fez.
Yeah, welcome back.
Thanks, buddy.
I was at a Mets game once. We were down in the good seats. Me and my girlfriend, we got some tickets. So a few boxes away, Jerry Seinfeld was sitting over there. So you get waitress service down there. So we said to the waitress, we called the waitress over. We said, hey, send Jerry a beer over there. She goes, she brings him the beer. And he stood up and he waved at us. I took his picture and shit. And then, like, the seventh inning, we're all leaving the game, and we happen to walk up to the end of the aisle at the same time he got there. And my girl, grabs him on the arm and says, hey, Jerry, remember me? He goes, take care of the man off of me. Don't touch me. You don't know me. He goes, Pauline, I sent you a beer before. And he goes, oh, yeah, I remember there. You sent me a beer, but they just blew us off.
Yeah, but maybe he doesn't like to be touched.
Yeah, that's right. He has that body.
And, your chick might have been a little drunk, too.
Oh, she was that.
Yeah.
Sure. He remembers it much differently than Jerry Seinfeld does.
Hey, Dan, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's up, Ron and Fez?
Yeah.
What you got, Dan?
Basically, I live south Chicago in a bigger city, and we make just as much as you guys do, and we're paying about $5.75, $6.25 to go to big multiplexes with Dolby surround sound.
All right, now I want to know why this is, Earl. Now I'm starting to get furious. Chicago's a major city. The second city. What's that? Oh, so you're like in the burbs a little bit?
It's about an hour and a half, 2 hours south.
Of Chicago? Yeah. So, all right.
Yeah. Champaign?
Yeah.
Right.
It was way down there.
Shipping.
All right. Yeah, but what do they pay in Chicago?
Oh, I have no idea.
They better be paying $10.75.
I just went to a movie in
$10.25 at
Vegas.
the
It
least.
was like 11. It was 11 in Vegas, so I assume big Chicago, big city, $11.
Vegas, baby. All right, this pisses me off a little bit, and I am a little angry about it.
And plus, you also got to remember, like Lowe's is the big chain here in New York.
Yeah.
They claim it's because of high rents and you got to pay people and high operating costs, but it's still, I'm like, $11 for
We
a
all
movie.
got problems.
I know. $11.
It ain't easy for anybody, is it?
No, not at all.
Why take it out on me when I just want to see a little film? So don't expect me to show up unless it's a great movie. That's my new thing. I will pay the $10.75 for a great movie. I'm not going to pay for a mediocre one.
I'm the same way. Unless it's something I really want to see.
I
I'll wait
want
for the
this thing
DVD.
reviewed out the ass before I go to it anymore. And I want guarantees from people.
So much for Revolver.
I'm going to walk in there going, this fucking better be good. I'm telling you right now. This better be great. I better be laughing or crying or feeling moved in some way. And now when I laugh, I want to be hysterical.
And if they won't do that, pay by the minute.
Do they still give money back?
No. They were doing that a little bit with the Ron Howard film that didn't go over this year.
Cinderella Man.
Which, by the way, did you hear that they had made him a deal that he could, get out of this thing with a misdemeanor, Russell Crowe? And he came back and he said, no, I want it down to nothing, which, it's not a bad thing. You're negotiating. But in the time that went on, he shot his fucking mouth off the other day saying, I would do it again.
Right, yeah.
So now the New York DA, whoever's in charge, is really pissed at him, and they might come back at him full force.
Then he's just screwed.
I don't know. You hit a guy with a phone. I don't know. The phone didn't work. I'm sure it could happen where you want to smack a guy with the phone. I wouldn't want to keep him out of the country for that, but at the same time, when you start saying, hey, they're assholes, and I'd do it again, now the DA has to do something. You know what I mean? Now you're embarrassing him.
Serial phone thrower on the loose.
Let's take a break. We'll come right back. Ron and Fez.
It's the Ron and Fez Show, XM 202.
Next time on a very special Ron and Fez.
Ron confronts his past.
Wait here, Fez. I need a minute before I go in.
Ronnie, what's wrong?
There's just so many childhood memories here.
Ron, we're at a topless club.
I know. My dad brought me here for my 8th birthday.
And those are good memories?
Mostly until he put my candles out on a stripper's tits.
Ron and Fez, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. Pacific, on XM 202.
It's Ron and Fez Show. About to close this one down in just a little bit.
Tom Sizemore, he is now shopping a Tom Sizemore reality show called Super Sizemore.
Ah, it's very witty of you, Tom. It's very witty of you to come up with this interesting stuff in rehab.
Yeah, they think if you have that catchy title that that's all the work that needs to be done. Well, that project's finished.
Mm-hmm.
So this is going to be his legal problems, his work through rehab, his personal life, all right there for everyone to see.
Count me in, Fezzy. It sounds like a fantastic show.
I'm going to check it out.
It's gonna be right up there with Danny Bonaducci's show.
You know, I never saw the second episode of that one, Breaking Bonaducci.
Yeah.
I think it's been on. Of course, with MTV or VH1, whatever it is, you get to see it constantly.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't seen it since the first one either. But yeah, Tom Sizemore, if I'm going to watch a show, I want it to be about a maniac.
Well, you know the camera isn't going to stop him from doing anything. Someone's going to get a woman's going to get their head put through a hotel wall.
Let me ask you, all-time favorite reality star, who would it be for you?
I would say Ozzy.
Because I watched a big gathering that they did on Bravo last night.
Uh-huh.
My all-time favorite, Joe Schmo. The kid who was Joe Schmo, I think I like better than anybody.
I really enjoyed that show, that series.
After that, I'd have to say Richard Hatch. I'm going to go to the grandfather of them all, Fezzy. The man who, as he's winning his million, came home, beat up his kid, forgot to pay his taxes. He's going to stay nice and sloppy and crazy out there for you.
They took him in for making that fat kid run behind his bicycle.
Yeah.
He was going to get him in Survivor shape in case there was some Survivor for kids they ever did.
Yeah. But it's hard to say a lot of these people if they've really entertained you, even if overall you've watched the show. You know, some of them you just forget the second you watched it.
Paris Hilton still won't admit that Nicole Richie is doing the next season of The Surreal Life with her.
Keeping it out there?
Yeah, she keeps saying, I don't know who they're having me do it with.
Right, even though they've been shooting it?
Yeah, they've been shooting it. They've announced it that, yes, the next season with Nicole Richie will be on.
Now, who's taking it up more than Paris Hilton, though, in terms of really becoming a legit... She went from being a rich kind of party girl to she is an actual star now.
Yeah, she's got a couple. She had that House of Wax movie.
Right.
She's got that sorority movie coming out.
But beyond that, she's a TV star herself. She's not like, oh, we're on Real World, we hope to make money after it. She's getting paid every week like a TV star. And then also she's got all of her perfumes and all whatever the hell she sells, handbags or whatever. But, you know, it never even occurs to those reality people, hey, I should get paid while I'm doing this. Most of them hope after the show is over, let's say Joe Millionaire, he was hoping to cash in after the show. And they gave him something, $1 million a split. You know how many people watched that finale? 43 million people watched that. That's like Super Bowl and Oscar numbers. And they paid him $500,000 over the season. If you look at what a real sitcom star makes, that's like 1/100th of it.
Yeah, he's getting Hank Kimball money. Also, you got... remember Cowboy on the previous Big Brother?
Yeah.
Who just thought he was going to get movie and TV offers rolling in.
And he didn't even show up on this Bravo thing. They had something like 50 or 60 of all the big stars come back, and he wasn't even in the top for that. You know who else has turned it over? Remember Mike Boogie?
No.
Mike Boogie from Big Brother? He was a restaurateur and now has opened like 7 or 8 restaurants. And is using a lot of, like, Ashton Kutcher's money, a lot of the young stars' money to do it.
Chicken George thought he was going to get that, too, out of Big Brother.
Never even showed up on Bravo last night.
Charlene Theron, apparently there was a tribute dinner or a ceremony for Shirley MacLaine.
Yeah.
And Charlize Theron is saying that due to the painkillers that she was on, that's what made her go up and kiss Shirley MacLaine's ass on the stage. Literally kiss Shirley MacLaine's ass.
I saw this on one of those extras or whatever those, 7:30 at night shows are. She was so fucked up. She actually did an interview after. And she's like, my neck has been so bad. And I'm taking painkillers. And now I feel great. And I love being naked. Oh, no, not all the way naked. I mean, you got to sit on a couch. So I like having underwear on. And I'm like, you have a handler that can throw a fucking net over you?
If the neck is that bad, take a night to stay at home. Shirley MacLaine will understand.
Why do you have to go out? Why would you want to kiss an old woman's ass? That's the craziness of it.
And then to say painkillers and caught up in the moment.
There is a million asses I'd like to see you kiss, honey. And Shirley MacLaine's is not even in the top million.
How many painkillers would you have to be on before you decide, hey, here's a good idea?
This would be like you getting drunk, Fezzy, and kissing Grandpa Munster's ass.
That's happened.
Oh, jeez, I'm sorry. I didn't know. I had no idea. Now I'm blushing. I look at the waves to that hurricane. They are coming in big. They are going to be surfing in Galveston.
I guess this thing's not supposed to hit till Saturday.
It's a Category 4 right now. That's pretty damn big.
Yeah, I heard on the news last night, 3rd worst hurricane ever, just in a matter of size and wind gusts and everything like that.
And they said this is going to completely screw up oil prices. Oil prices, look, they got a gas pump on. Just spitting gas.
The guy's at $13 and he's already hit $42. Wow. The 13 gallons and he's hit $42.
Insane.
Oh yeah, just and it'll cost another $200 billion to clean up this hurricane.
Sure.
We'll have to find that somewhere.
We got the money. Don't worry about it. We write checks. We check writing.
Congress is going to have to start lemonade stands, something, to earn some extra money. And they're saying now the Houston Texans, they've been all told to get out of town. So we may have 2 displaced teams before this thing's over.
Are they supposed to have a home game this week?
No, I think they're on the road this week. Yeah. So it's like God hates bad football teams.
They should just start a little conference where it's just those guys.
The Nomad League.
Yeah, just people without a real home.
Where you can just play wherever you feel like it.
Does this make any sense? Send one of them to L.A., see if maybe that town could get behind a team?
Oh, they could have that ready in an instant.
No.
You get the Rose Bowl, something like that ready,
Yeah.
You're all set. Just share it with USC, whatever you have to do. Scientology is offering to help Kate Moss with her rehab.
Oh, that's nice of them.
So she is totally losing her endorsement deals, her modeling deals, because of the cocaine pictures.
Yeah. That's the problem. It wasn't so much there's a cocaine rumor or a cocaine bust, but you just see her with these big monster lines, just ripping them down like she goes to the plate like it's never been, like a pro, Fezzi, like she's done this many times.
And I guess like the British police are like going to try to start leaning on Kate Moss because they want to know where these giant coke lines are leading from.
Well, when you're doing a kilo a piece of lines, when the lines are a full kilo, they're thinking, hey, we got to find out who's doing them.
HBO has canceled the show The Comeback. Oh, Kate Moss's theme. Lisa Kudrow's show won't be back on HBO next season.
They canceled it because it stinks.
I don't know of anyone that enjoyed this show. It was one of the most uncomfortable things I ever tried watching.
Yeah, it was hideous. It was terrible. It was so bad I thought it was Friends. That's how bad it was.
Yes, Harry.
The only reason to watch it was right after Entourage, so sometimes you forget, and then you'd find yourself halfway through.
I know, going, I can't believe I'm watching a car wreck.
I've wasted my time.
Right. But she was so uncomfortable, and like you didn't even hate her or root against her. You were like, well, someone should come in and save her. You know what I mean? She's so pathetic. You know what I mean? Like you couldn't even not like her. You just felt like you were watching someone have a panic attack every night.
Yeah, and the show made no sense whatsoever. Here's a woman who supposedly has 2 shows on a network, and she's treated like crap wherever she goes.
Well, they were 2 bad shows. That was the premise, that she would do anything to have a show. It was like The Office. They wanted to be The Office, but not... Hey, remember when you told me Ricky Gervais is doing nothing, Earl?
No, he's just being swamped with...
Oh.
I mean,
because I said, get Ricky Gervais on the show, and you go, he is doing nothing. Then last night I'm seeing him on Daily Show. He's appearing across the street from us, doing a free signing. He's doing everything.
That's what they were told. That's what I was told. That he's just really booked and really busy.
Yeah, he is. He's a gigantic star now.
And I haven't seen the show yet. I'm anxious to see it.
It's the best thing that's ever happened. Oh, the new show or the old one?
Oh, either one.
Go pick up the DVD for The Office.
Okay.
It's hysterical. But then he's got the new show, Extra, coming out on HBO. And I guess that's coming on after Larry David's show, Curb Your Enthusiasm.
I think that starts maybe this coming weekend or next weekend.
I don't know.
Something like that. Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger, he's trying to get his initiative passed. I guess that for some reason he's mad at teachers in California.
Yeah.
So he wants to take some money away from them. Always a smart, popular move. He's now set up a website where people can report bad teachers. So it's stories about teachers that are ineffective in the classroom, that sort of thing.
Wouldn't you have done this constantly when you were a kid?
That's all this is going to be, is kids saying, someone touched me, or this person's an idiot.
Well, someone touched me, they should report, Fez.
I mean, they're going to make it up.
Oh. Even then, they have the right to do that. But just bad teacher, I always thought that they were all bad. When you're a kid, a bad teacher is like saying bad cop. They all just feel like the worst to you at that age. They're all stopping you from what you want to do, so it seems bad.
So this website is joinarnold.com if you have a bad California teacher.
You ever see those people that would say, oh, this teacher changed my life and it was wonderful? I never had that teacher. I have no idea what it's like to have that teacher change your life.
Yeah, I didn't get one of those either.
No, never.
I had a lot of you'll amount to nothings.
Yeah.
I had a lot of I hope you don't plan on going to college because you'll never get in.
Well, they were all right.
I got into a women's college in Pensacola. That helped me out.
Harry, you can use the microphone. You're part of the show. What is it that you want to say?
No, I just wanted to let you know that Curb Your Enthusiasm and Extras premiere this Sunday,
Right.
10 o'clock for Curb. I didn't want to break up the flow.
There is.
But
You're part
did.
of the flow.
All right.
You're in the river.
Yeah. For the time that you're here, you are part of this show. Even though you're a temp, you are still, for the small time that you're here, part of it. All right?
Yeah, cool.
You're a day worker.
And that's actually a time where you had something to add.
Well, I did wait on a corner for a truck to pick me up to bring me here, so.
Good one. You see that? You're part of the show. You're adding jokes. You're making things happen.
Charlie Sheen said that his marriage to Denise Richards broke up because he was watching too much sports.
Yeah, I used to snort that, too. I used to snort too much sports.
So, yes, Charlie, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Laker games, that's what did you in.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Cutting rails.
There's a lot of those Sports Center reruns, so that takes a lot of time.
All right, Harry, don't overdo it. You had a nice thing where it was an update that worked. The next thing I know, you're taking a big shit on the show. Do me a favor.
Try to think of the flow.
Flow. I don't want it to turn into toilet flow. I want you to do like this. BLE. Be like Earl. Earl, every time he jumps in, it's helpful. Look at him. I want you to shadow him. Shadow to shadow for the rest of the week.
And just learn, please.
Yeah. So Charlie Sheen, he's back with that chick, though, right?
Yeah, they're saying there's some reconciliation going on there.
Good.
Because I think they split up before the baby was even born, right? This latest baby?
They split up. He got chucked.
Yeah,
he got
right.
thrown. He did fucking something. And now he's back begging, and now, of course, coming up with this whole, hey, I watch too much sports.
What would be a good reason to put out there of why we broke up where it's not me womanizing or reverting back to drug use?
Do you think there's a single man in America that doesn't watch too much sports?
I think they all do. Every one of them.
You're one of them, Fez. So
yes.
You would say we all do. You would have to think that every man in America has ESPN on too much. I don't know how the thing doesn't get a straight 50 share all the time. It just seems like half the country is watching it.
It's nice just to have on in the background, even if you're not watching it.
Absolutely. You don't know if something's going to come up that you need.
I saw Jim Haslett on there, the coach of the Saints, yesterday, just talking about how this Monday night game they had to play in the Meadowlands against the Giants. The fact that it was a Saints home game was bullshit. Actually, cursing at the reporter, saying that wasn't a home game. They had Giants banners up. We got asked heads or tails in the coin toss, and there was nothing home game about that. Nice cause, but it's all bullshit.
Guess what, big dog? Just because a hurricane hits you, we're not going to give you an undefeated season. You got to fucking win on the road now. What do you want, everybody to cheer for your team and start wearing Saint jerseys? That's not going to happen. You needed a dry place to play. You can't blame the people of New Jersey for that.
And that was 6 turnovers in that game the Saints had. The giant banners must have really been distracting.
Can you imagine? He sees a banner, and he can't keep it together. I hate crybaby stuff, Fez. I hate it.
And just saying that the telethon, that could have been done anywhere in the country. That didn't have to be done in Times Square.
What's that mean?
He was looking for some neutral site where it's not...
And he bitched about the telethon for the people?
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, he said that telethon didn't have to... Like, everything didn't have to be done in New York. The telethon, the game, it didn't have to happen that way.
Sorry, it's the media capital of the world.
Guess what? There's something a little more fucking important than your team, and that's raising money for those people down there. Ass face.
Yeah, you're not going to get John Elway and Regis to go to Memphis to be part of this thing.
How about going, hey, we raised some money, we're doing our best, but the important thing is not that we're 1-1 or 0-2, whatever they are, is that we're helping people out. What a moron this guy is.
The best thing to do is to grab an NFL coach right after a loss. You don't know what stupid thing's going to come out of that mouth.
I would be thinking about firing him for acting like the team is more important than his community. You've got people that are normally your fans laying in bus terminals because they have no place to live. And all you care about is the game? Stop being a big baby.
Now, on tomorrow's show, I will have my college football lock of the week, Ronnie.
Why don't you give it to me now?
No, it's on Friday. You got to listen on Friday. Plus, we'll be talking to Mark Lawrence from Mark Lawrence Playbook.
Oh, he is so funny. I like when he dresses up like the woman.
That's not him.
Who is it? I'll leave it with you. All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Martin Lawrence.
There you go. Take care, everybody.
Ron and Fez, XM 202.